Hello, everyone. This is Brandon with Geaux Stros. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I am in Hiroshima, Japan, in a little town called Onomichi, where I study Japanese at a language school full time. And in my free time, if you want to call it free time, it's more like in my busy time, after finishing classes in the mornings, Monday through Friday, I come home and I do one of three things. I either sleep, work my part-time job, or do my homework and study. However, about 2 months ago, I started doing something else with my schedule that is calling the Astros games. And because of my schedule, I can't call every game. As you can see, the first two games of the Astros A's series that just concluded yesterday, I was not able to call the first two. I was only able to call game three. That's just because of scheduling. It seems that a lot of the games during the season start at 9 o'clock in the morning, my time. And that means that I can't actually call those games because currently right now my classes are from 9 to 12:30. Last semester my classes started at 1:30 and then they went to about 5. And of course that is a much better schedule to have to call the games because the games are never at that time. But unfortunately, I don't have a choice where I get to be in the morning classes or the afternoon classes. They're for different students, different levels, and that sort of thing. They kind of decide which class you will be in based on your ability. And it's been really busy trying to do all of this, but I've continued to do this whenever I can, even if I have to get up at 2 in the morning. Sometimes, I'm not kidding, I have to get up 2:30 in the morning to call a game, 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning, because the games start in the U.S. They start anywhere from the afternoons all the way to the evening. And of course, this game is in California. Very late start. It's rare that I have a start this late. The game doesn't start for me until like 10:38. Let me double check on the ESPN. That's right, 10:38 a.m. It's only 10:16 right now. Still got about 20 more minutes. But I decided to start the live stream a little early just to give you guys a little bit of an update and to prepare. I was ready early. I was able to sleep late this morning, get some extra rest. I've already made my coffee. I've had a little bite to eat. Still have a little bit of food left. I just saw some updates from Joe Espada, the coach, or if you want to say the manager. He was talking about Altuve. For those of you who are worried about Altuve, I was when I heard that he went out of the game with discomfort. But they say that they left it up to him because they didn't find any issues after checking him out. They kind of left it up to him about how he felt. And today he did some batting and some workout and stuff, and decided he felt okay. So he's in the game today. He's in the lineup. Astros lineup today currently is as follows: Altuve at second base, Yordan Alvarez batting second in the DH spot, Yainer Diaz third at first base. And then guess what? Kyle Tucker's in right field today, guys. How do you like that? Batting fourth. Alex Bregman at third base, batting fifth. Jeremy Pena batting sixth. And Caratini is catching today. Jake Myers out in center field, and Mauricio Dubon in left field. It feels pretty nice to see the first 7 batters that we have: Altuve, Alvarez, Diaz, Tucker, Bregman, Pena, Caratini. Those first 7 batters I like. Now, Myers and Dubon in the bottom. I mean, Dubon has done some good things recently. I can't knock Dubon. He's such an all-around player. He's just great to have. But if I were to substitute somebody else in there for hitting, Now I'm sad to see that Chaz is out with an injury, but I'm glad that he's not in the lineup. Okay, I'm glad that he's not in the lineup. I'm not happy about the injury, but I am glad that he's not in the lineup. We need better hitters in there, and he's okay in the outfield. He's good at catching the ball, but he's not really fast. He doesn't have a big arm, and he's not a good hitter. So he's I don't want to say he's useless, but he's definitely the weak link on the team in the batting order, primarily. Um, it would be nice to see who the Astros might pull in later if Myers isn't hitting, which he most likely might not be. His batting average has slipped down to 223. He usually just stays around 230, but he's not even at that right now. So I don't think he's I don't think he's on. It'd be nice to see the Astros pull in somebody else. I'm going to double check the audio, make sure it's all right. I can hear that it's working, but I haven't checked the actual levels yet. It's a little low. I'm not quite sure why that is. For those of you who joined yesterday, you probably know that there were some audio issues. I wasn't able to get my microphone working, and anytime I tried to use the sound on any video, not just on YouTube, but also on the MLB video player, uh, it would just start making a glitch. Like every time I tried to use the audio, the video would just start glitching and going haywire. Apparently, there were some driver issues, and the Microsoft support guy was able to get that worked out. He spent about an hour working on my computer. Finally, after we got after he got the new drivers installed for my computer, I had to restart it. I had to shut down my live stream, restart the computer, but that resolved the issue. I haven't had a problem since then. The good thing is that my not only has it fixed that issue, but it also fixed an issue that I had using my cameras while I was doing my English lessons online. I do teach English online in my part-time, for my part-time job, rather. And sometimes it just, I would say most of the time, actually, most of the time, it just wouldn't connect immediately. Whenever it was class time, I can actually turn on my camera and get ready within 5 minutes of the class time starting. So I like to go ahead and get set up and get ready to go at least 2 or 3 minutes beforehand. But the camera just won't start up. I don't know why. It just won't start up. So I just keep trying again and again and again and again. And sometimes the class has already started and I'm in the chat trying to tell them I'm sorry, I'm trying to connect. And then finally, that issue has been resolved. So after that driver update by the Microsoft guy on my computer, I have an Asus computer. It's a gaming style computer. And after I was able to get that driver installed via his support, that issue with my classes has gone away. So not only have my issues with live streaming gone away, but my issues with teaching online have gone away. They're all resolved. So we should all be smooth sailing now. I appreciate you all being here. I am going to try to go into my microphone settings and see if I can ramp up the input and output a little bit. Currently right now I have it set at 100%, 100% input. Now I need to go into I'm actually in the audio mixer for my broadcasting software, and I've got it jacked up pretty high. but it still doesn't sound very loud to me. What does it sound like to you guys? Let me know. I'm going to see later on if there's another way to improve that, because I just don't think that it's loud enough. Okay, but anyway, we got about 15 minutes before the game starts. So I am going to put my starting shortly logo up on the screen. I want to go ahead and go grab myself another cup of coffee, finish off a little bite to eat, and then I'll be back. Let's see, it looks like we've got comment. Casey Jones, Greeny's audio was low, but 100% better. Oh, that's great. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. Like I said, the game starts in about 14 minutes. And everything's ready to go. It's up and working. I just wanted to make sure everything was good. That's one of the reasons why I started early today. I just wanted to make sure everything was all smooth and set up correctly. It seems to be. So I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to mute this. Mute my microphone so you guys don't hear me when I'm munching and making coffee. All right. Geaux Stros. We're going to be starting in just a little bit, guys. So hang in there. All right, everyone, we are back. We're ready to get this started. Altuve getting ready to come to the plate. First pitch of the game, guys, is a base hit to left field. Altuve wastes no time to get this started. But he does, he makes a big boo-boo. He tries to stretch it into two, and he's thrown out. Altuve really tried to make something happen there. Look at that, a single on the very first pitch of this game. And unfortunately, he gets thrown out at second trying to stretch. It was kind of close, but not a good decision, I think, to go. You can see right there. Man. So the first hit on the first pitch and the first out all at the same time. Oh, man, Altuve. It's nice to see you hitting the ball like that right out of the bat, but two pitches to Alvarez in a row that are out of the zone. That'll be ball two to Alvarez while I'm sitting here laughing at Altuve. Man, I'm sad that he didn't get on, but that was so funny to watch. Alvarez pops up to left field. That looks like it should be playable by the left fielder. He and the shortstop can't get on the page about who wants the ball, but finally the left fielder takes it. It's going to be out number two. If the rest of the Astros don't do anything this inning, then I can't be upset with Altuve. That was entertaining. Very first pitch of the game. Altuve rips it into left field, and he decides to be a little saucy. You know how he is sometimes. Sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. But that's one of the reasons why I love him, and I'm sure you do too. First pitch to Yiner is a lot outside. That'll be ball one. A little high and outside. Batting .301 right now. Here's the next pitch to Diaz. 81 miles an hour on that breaking pitch outside. Yiner swings and misses. 1-1 is the count with 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. Little half swing, fouled off. Strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Not much doing there on that swing. Here comes the 1-2 pitch from Aldigari. Wow, that was way in the dirt. Bounces off the catcher and way up in the air. 2 for 2 is the count. My next cup of coffee is ready to go. Here's the pitch. That one's low. Ball 3, full count. So finally a batter gets a decent count. Altuve had 1 pitch. Jordan had 3. 5 pitches now to Yiner. This will be the 6th one. And he walked him. Nice. So Yiner will be on base with a walk. Yeah, Altuve would have gotten to second base on this one. So Kyle Tucker comes up in a cleanup spot, guys. Very happy to see him not only back in the game, but in the outfield for the Astros. If he gets a base hit here, I'm going to be sad because, I want him to get a hit, but it's going to be sad because Altuve could have scored. Okay, he's in the box. Looks like Aldigari has the pitch he wants, and here it comes. Way outside and low. That'll be ball 1. Let's see what we got going on in the chat. Oh, I got 2 windows open for this. Ah, okay, I see. Next pitch. That one is a little outside. Good eye by Tucker. Ball 2. Anything going on in the chat yet? Not yet. We've got about 19 people checking in. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching the stream today and listening in. Make sure you like the video if you have the chance. Another pitch low and outside. Ball 3. 3-0 to Kyle Tucker. Tucker gaining some respect there. Pitcher is not really wanting to throw to him or Alvarez. Hasn't thrown any good pitches in the zone for any of these guys, either of them. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Oh, he takes that one right down the middle. I thought Tucker might just let that one rip, but he decided to take it. That one would have been a good one. 92 right down the middle of the plate. 3-1 is the count. And here comes the pitch. Ooh, a little low and outside. Tucker thought that might be a ball. He started to take his leg strap off, and the umpire called it a strike. Full count. Can't really take those if you wanna walk. Here comes the full count pitch. Little outside. That one's gonna be a ball. Tucker held up. He started to swing, but held up, and that was a good choice because that ball was outside. So, back-to-back full count walks by Samuel Aldigueri. He's about to throw his 17th pitch of the game to Jeremy Pena. I'm sorry, not Jeremy Pena. Alex Bregman. It's interesting because Bregman was in the second slot for so long, and now he's in the fifth slot. Back to kind of where he was at the beginning of the season. First pitch is down low, but in the zone for strike one. That was a good pitch. I love hitting those pitches, man. That was one of my favorite pitches to always hit. Breaking balls like that, I loved them. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Way inside. 1-1. Diaz on second. Oh, I haven't updated the base pads, by the way. I need to do that. I'm sitting here calling the game, but forgetting to put my runners on the base. There we go. How about that? Here comes a pitch to Bregman. 1-1. Ooh, right in the zone. 84. How do you not swing at that? Look at that. Almost no break on that ball at all. How do you not swing? 1-2. Come on, Bregman. Wake up, man. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one's fouled back. Count remains 1-2. One ball and two strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. 1 hit so far for the Astros. Top of the first. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Bregman. Bregman pops this one up. Again, how many times do I have to say that Alex Bregman popped it up? If I had $1 for every time Alex Bregman popped it up, my salary would be higher than Alex Bregman. Well, that's it, guys. The Astros don't come away with anything. They come away with absolutely nothing. So, leadoff hit by Altuve at the very first at bat, the very first swing, very first pitch. But he got thrown out, tried to stretch to second. But it turned out to be not a big deal because the other Astros could not come through and move the base runners around. They strand 2 in typical Astros fashion. That's been the season-long reoccurring curse that I wish that they could get away from. 22 people watching right now. How many likes do we have? We should have at least 10. At that, the way I look at it is if you have 20 people, you should have 10 likes, I think. 50% actually like the video. But right now we're at 8. So I'd appreciate you guys clicking that like button if you don't mind. I know it sounds annoying. Every person on YouTube, and to be honest, it took me a long time to kind of get into the habit of asking for likes on the videos. I don't push too much for subscriptions. I mean, if you look on my screen, I've got some stuff on my screen. Thanks for your support, which is just a honest gratitude on my part. And I've got a little banner at the bottom with some pictures that say subscribe and like and stuff like that. Is really just there to kind of remind you, for those of you who like the Astros or appreciate what I'm doing with the channel, it's just a reminder. Those are the primary reminders I have for like subscribing or whatever, but generally I don't push people too much to subscribe because if you are If you're not an Astros fan, maybe you're just an Angels fan or whatever team they happen to be playing that day and you're listening in, then you're welcome. More than welcome to be here. If you're a Dodgers fan, then I feel sorry for you because there are two reasons why. Number one, I can't stand the Dodgers. And number two, because of that, I will say a lot of things that will make fun of the Dodgers. But generally, I show respect to the other teams. Like, I don't mind the players. It has nothing to do with the team or the players. I just, I have a lifelong issue between me and my brother because of the Dodgers. And it's not just the Dodgers, it's any team he likes. And you might think that's extreme or something, but you just have to understand when you grow up with a family of sociopaths and narcissists, people who are really abusive, then you just want their favorite things to fail. And my brother loves all of the big popular teams. Like, he likes the Cowboys and the Lakers and the Dodgers. He's very narcissistic, so he has to pick, quote, the best. And so I always want those teams to lose, straight across the board. Kikuchi is on the mound, guys, about to throw the first pitch to Taylor Ward. 87 miles an hour in the outside corner, strike one. Nice pitch to start off with. Kikuchi normally has good control. That one's a little low and outside rather. I realized I didn't finish my food. Umpire calls timeout as the batter steps out of the box there. Not quite sure what's going on. One ball, one strike to Zach Neto. Neto! Here comes the pitch. Just a little outside. Man, that was a good frame by Caratini. It looked a lot further outside than... Or the camera said it was a lot further outside than when it looked, actually. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Big hack. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Look at this big hack. Man, he thought he was going to launch on it. That was a neato swing. That was a neato swing, Zach. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Kikuchi. Fouled back. We're going to get another pitch here in just a moment. Another 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Right in there. Got him. Strike 3. Got him looking in the bottom of the zone. Kikuchi picks up his first out and strikeout at the same time. Neato. Zach Neto goes down. Now that was really neato. Longest team winning streaks for pitchers who started their career with the team. Kikuchi is now in third after Verlander and Oswalt. How do you like that? Ooh, that next pitch is low and outside, but barely gets the corner. Strike 1. Man, that could have gone either way, but the ump liked it. I did too. 0-1 against Chanel. Nolan Chanel. That'll be a ball. 1-1. Just a little bit too outside. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs. 2 outs? Here's the pitch. Grounded through, and that's going to be a hit into right field. A single. Chanel with the Angels, almost had the A's. The Angels' first hit. And I think I've forgotten to change the base pads. I'll do that now. Run on first, 2 outs. Here's the first pitch to Charles LeBlanc. LeBlanc takes a swing at it, fouls it back for strike one. No balls, one strike. Runner on first. Kikuchi dealing his 14th pitch of the inning to Charles LeBlanc. That one's just a little inside. Ball one. 1-1. Still trying to get used to my preview speed here. Kikuchi steps off the mound for a second with a fake throw over to first. It'll reset the pitch clock. One and one. Here comes the pitch. Right in there, 89 miles an hour. Doesn't get any better than that. Strike two. One ball, two strikes, two outs. Runner on first. Kikuchi gets the call he wants. He steps off the rubber, fakes a throw to first. Runner scampers back. Probably just a pitch clock reset for Kikuchi. Here comes the next pitch. That one's in the dirt, and runner steals. He gets lucky. He happens to steal on the right play, or the right pitch, rather, because there was no throw by Caratini to be had right there. So the Angels get second base when Chanel books it to second. Absolutely no trouble getting to second there. No throw on that wild pitch by Kikuchi. 2-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. That one's outside. 88. Almost a foot out of the zone. Ball three. That's the first full count for Kikuchi. LeBlanc batting 167 for this season. Get the strikeout here, you say? I say, you say, strikeout. No, he comes off the mound, fake throw to second. Three balls, two strikes to Charles LeBlanc. Here comes the pitch. Right in there, strike three. Got him looking. And that looked like a 167 hitter right there. Just take a full count pitch right down the middle. Kikuchi, the veteran, shows the I don't know if he's a rookie, but he sure did bat like a rookie. I'll call him a rookie anyway. Shows the rookie how to play baseball. Two strikeouts for Kikuchi. One hit, no runs. Basically the same outcome for the Angels as the Astros. One hit, no runs. Geraldo Aguilar says, I'm back. Hey, man, how's it going? Say, welcome back. 32 people watching. That's pretty good this early in the game. Thanks for being here. Let's see what the poll shows so far. 9 votes. Tucker and Altuve are back in the lineup. How many hits will we see today? At least how many? Right now, most of you think at least 8 hits. The rest think at least 5. And only a couple of you think that there will be more than 10 hits or 15 hits. But we'll see. I've got a good feeling about today. I think the Astros are going to do pretty good. That opening at bat by Altuve was still in my mind. So funny, so hilarious. How many home runs do you think of 2 layers going to hit? I'm not quite sure what those questions mean. Are you asking me how many home runs do I think they're gonna hit? It's hard to say. Probably no more than about 3 home runs in the game, 3 or 4. Jeremy Pena's at the plate. The first pitch he hits hard out into left field, but it's just foul. That was a good rip by Pena. 0-1 is the count. I'd like to see Tucker hit a home run today. I'd like to see, of course, Jordan add another. And just because I'm an Altuve fan, I'd like to see him add one. That'd be great. Pena ripping the ball like that, he has the power to do it. That pitch is outside for ball 1. The count is even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here comes the pitch to Pena. That's grounded to the left side, straight to the shortstop, who fires over no problem. Too much beef on that hit. Pena is not able to beat out the throw. Out number 1, and that brings up Victor Caratini, the Astros' very own Ben Affleck. Best AL records since June 1st. Astros are number 1, 53-35. How do you like that? Since the All-Star break, the Astros are actually tied with 2 other teams. No, let me back up. That first pitch is fouled off, by the way, by Caratini. The Tigers just beat the Orioles 1-0, so they now have 1 more win than the Astros do. That next pitch is low, just below the zone for ball 1. The count is even. Here comes the next pitch. Ooh. That was a 74-mile-an-hour curve right in the bottom of the zone. Look at that. Big lollipop. You got forever and a day to think about whether you want to swing at that or not, and you let it go. Why? This was hit hard into left field. A nice single by Caratini. How do you like that? Caratini decides not to do the Altuve thing and try to stretch it into a double. He stays at first base. All right. So, I forgot to move the base runner. So now we have Caratini on first with 1 out. That ball just high enough to get over the third baseman's head. Jake Myers comes to the plate. Big old Jake Myers with 1 out and Caratini on first. Hit hard to left field. Is it going to get down? Yes, it is. Nice hit by Myers. Put it just in the right spot. Caratini advances to second. On the very first pitch, Myers pulls an Altuve and ropes it out into left field. Now the Astros are cooking a little bit here with 2 runners on, first and second. An 80-mile-per-hour slider. That was similar to the pitch that Caratini should have been swinging at. I mean, that was such a good pitch to be swinging at. Just a nice slow pitch right there in the zone. Right, that one was in the corner of the zone, but Caratini's pitch was right in the middle, the one that he didn't swing on. But he came back and he got it. First pitch to Dubon is outside for a ball 1. So Dubon batting with the runners on first and second, 1 out here in the top of the second. Here's the pitch. A little inside, ball 2. Good eye by Dubon. Doobie-doobie-doo. Doobie-doobie-Dubon. 2 balls, 1 strike. I mean, no strikes. I'm sorry. 2 balls and no strikes. Here is the pitch. A little inside again, 90 miles an hour. 3 straight balls by the pitcher. Threatening to load the bases with Altuve on deck. Be funny to see another first pitch hit by Altuve with bases loaded. That'd be great. Here's the pitch to Dubon. That one's in there, 91 in the bottom of the zone for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Runners on first and second. Come on, Dubon. Here's the pitch. This one's hit hard to left field. Is it going to be fair? Is it going to be down? No, it's just foul. Oh my gosh, that was so close to being a home run. Look at that. A line drive shot all the way down right there. It was right there, guys. Now it's going to be a full count. Holy cow, look how close that was. Look at this replay. Look how close it was. That's less than 10 feet from the foul pole there. Holy cow. That would have been probably off the wall. A nice double. Full count pitch on the way. Little low, ball 4. So Doobie does get the walk. Great. That brings up Altuve with bases loaded. Heck yes. Heck yes. There's going to be a little mound visit now. Pitching coach coming out to have a little chit chat with his pitcher in the infield because they've got the little engine that could coming to the plate. Jose Altuve, my personal hero, coming to the plate. Bases loaded in the second inning with 1 out. Pretty interesting, the pitcher Samuel Aldegheri, first Italian born and raised pitcher in the MLB. That's interesting. All the others come from New York City. Oh man, that cracked me up. First pitch to Altuve on the way, guys. Here it comes. Way inside and low. Glad he didn't swing at that one. Ball 1. The crowd gave some half-hearted boos, but they can suck it. 7 grand slams in Altuve's career. This would be the 8th. This would be the money shot right here. Here it comes. Low. Ball 2. 93. Almost in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. To number 27. 3 hits now for the Astros. Altuve about to give his second hit of the game and the 4th for the Astros. Oh yeah. Here comes the pitch. Low again. Ball 3. Altuve takes 3 straight balls. Good eye by Altuve. Good patience today. Astros with no grand slams at all this year. This would be the first. Is he going to be ripping on this one or taking? Let's see. Here comes the pitch. Way inside, it's ball 4. They walk him. They don't pitch to Altuve. They don't give him anything. I guess the pitcher, the coach was like, listen, Altuve will swing at anything. Just don't put it in the zone. And then Altuve doesn't swing at anything. And he gets walked on 4 straight pitches. And guess what? That brings up Yordan Alvarez. What they really did not want to happen has happened. And they've already got somebody warming up in the bullpen for the A's. I mean, the Angels, the A's. This is hit hard to right field, guys, but it's not going to be far enough for grand slam. Runner's going to tag at third. That'll score another run. So Myers is going to go to third, and we'll have 1 extra run scored. Yep, 2-0 Astros. Well, I'm sorry, Myers scores on that one. It's Dubon that goes to third. You know, that was a good swing by Alvarez on a good pitch. He just got it on a dead part of the bat. He didn't get that loud pop on it. So, but 2-0 Astros. Runners on the corners. Diaz is up. Swings and misses the first pitch for strike 1. But we still have another opportunity here with Dubon on third. Altuve staying on first. Here comes the next pitch to Diaz. Diaz hits it hard down the left field line. Oh my gosh, line drive caught for out 3. He ripped that one, man. It happened so fast the cameras couldn't even get over there. That was a good catch. Almost scored another run. Oh man, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Good try, Diaz. That was a good swing, good rip. That's going to conclude the second inning, but the Astros come away with 2 runs. Thanks to Altuve's patient at bat and Yordan Diaz. I'm combining these guys. Yordan Alvarez's sacrifice fly to deep right field. The Astros are now up 2-0 over the Angels. Going into the top, or the bottom rather, of the second. I'm still thinking Minute Maid Park right now. Going into the bottom of the second, Astros with 3 hits and 2 runs. And Yusei Kikuchi is going to be facing Matt Thaiss, Eric Wagaman, and Mickey Moniak. What's with all these weird names? Thaiss, Wagaman, Moniak. Man, where did these guys come from? What's going on in the live chat? What's going on with the live stream? Right now we have about 24 people watching. Only 10 likes, guys. I need that to be over 20. Get that over 20, especially since today I started so early, got everything set up, got my audio fixed, got everything going good. Let me tilt my hat down. Oh my gosh, I just realized that my microphone was up. I'm sorry about that. My bad. I'm sure that the audio was not so great up until now. I had pulled it up earlier because I wanted to finish off my last bite of food, and I didn't want to bother you guys with it, but I just now realized that my microphone was up. So, just got that fixed. Casey Jones says Air Jordan. Air Jordan. Air Jordan with the sacrifice fly. Help me get this up to 20 likes, guys. At 20 likes, it literally is like unlocking a door on YouTube's algorithm, and I start to get a lot more traffic. So I'd really appreciate you clicking the like on the video. Thank you so much. Even if you're not an Astros fan, if you're just here to listen because of the Angels, you can still like the video. I'd appreciate that. Kikuchi delivers a strike to Matt Thaiss. That's apparently the second strike. I missed it while I was looking at the live chat. Here's the next pitch, a little high and outside for ball 1. 1-2 is the count. I need to stay on the ball. It's a little hard to stay on the ball. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Bounced to the right side. That's an easy play for Diaz. He grabs it and steps on the bag. Unassisted ground out to first. Easy play. Third most strikeouts delivered in the MLB by Yusei Kikuchi since becoming an Astro. Since August 1st, when he started with the Astros, he's in the top 4 most strikeouts in all MLB. First pitch is delivered right on the outside corner for strike 1. Eric Wagyu at the plate. Ooh, just missed low, 86 miles an hour. That'll be ball 1. That was a nice looking pitch right there. Just a little low. The count is even. 1 out, no runners on. 1-1. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. That'll be another ground ball, this time to Pena, who scoops it up on the run and tosses it over to first. No problem. Out number 2. 2 ground outs this inning so far. Most strikeouts with a 4-seam fastball slider combo. Yusei Kikuchi, number 3 in the MLB. Pretty awesome. He's been a completely different pitcher since coming over. And there's a strike. He's now facing Mickey Moniak. First pitch to him is a strike. No balls, 1 strike. Here comes a 3. I almost said the 3-1 pitch. I was looking at some information on the screen. That's a fly ball over to third. Foul ball. And it's taken in by Bregman. Bregman is the one guy that I want catching those foul balls. He's really good at it. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So just like that, the inning is over. 1-2-3 inning for Yusei Kikuchi. He's a little high on his pitch count. It's not bad. 27 pitches in 2 innings. basically 13 and a half on average per inning. It's not bad. I think that to do 10 pitches in an inning is really good. 12 pitches is not bad. 15 pitches is a little much, but if you can still get it done in less than 15 pitches, you know. But if you start looking at how long you want your pitcher to stay in the game, you have to start thinking about those things because, 10 pitches per inning, if you go through 9, that's still 90 pitches. And that's, for a pitcher who can go 100 pitches, that's very close to their maximum, right? But when you do 12 or 13 pitches per inning, you're not going to be able to go 9 innings. And but you can get deep into the game. If you're doing 15 at least per inning, then you're definitely not going to get to the 9th inning. Maybe you can go to 5. Because if you're pitching that many in every inning, you're probably going to be giving up some hits, some runs, some full counts, stuff like that. Probably won't get through maybe more than 6. You can just kind of do the math on it. Let's see who the Astros have coming up here in the top of the 3rd. Kyle Tucker, guys, would lead off the batting for the Astros in the top of the 3rd, followed by Alex Bregman and Jeremy Pena. Tucker is now walking to the plate. So nice to see him in the game again. It feels like forever watching Tucker play. Here comes the first pitch from Aldegari. 71 mile per hour curve, big curve, almost nicks Tucker on the arm. Man, pitch like that, that's the kind of pitch you want in the zone. You just launch that. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one's low. 89 miles an hour. Taken for ball 2. Good eye by Tucker. Two balls, no strikes, no runners on, no outs. Here's the pitch. Ooh, 91 right in the zone. Tucker could have hit that one, and he just completely missed it. I guess he wasn't expecting that pitch. But still, it was only 91. It's not a fast fastball. Here's the next pitch. Hit hard in right field. That's going to be all the way to the wall? No, he cuts it off. Tucker's going to have to stop it first, but it's still another base hit. A nice rip by Tucker. Nice base hit. Good leadoff hit by Tucker. By the way, guys, I don't think that the Angels are going to give Aldegari a lot of rope. They're going to keep probably a short leash on him in this game because in the last inning, they were already warming up. Wait a second, is that a home run? Are you kidding me? The very first pitch, Bregman goes to the left field. All the way to the wall. That's it. A 2-run shot by Bregman. Wow, 4-0 Astros. I told you guys, I was just feeling that the Astros were going to be hitting this game. LSU power, baby. That's right. Go Geaux Stros right there. Bregman is the representation of that. Man, that's awesome. Very first pitch before I could even get the other words out of my mouth. He just took the first pitch out to left field. Another line drive home run. The signature of Bregman. Pena comes to the plate while I'm trying to talk about that. He hits one down the line. He's going to have a double. Look at this. Right past the third baseman. And with Pena's speed, he's easily able to book it into second base. Double by Pena. I haven't even been able to update the base pads yet. Pena on second base with no outs, guys. We have 3 straight hits. Tucker with the long single, the home run by Bregman, and now the double by Pena. That brings up Victor Caratini, who himself has a hit already this game. Here comes the first pitch to him. Little outside, ball 1. Man, the Astros really are hitting. They've got 6 hits now. I just really feel like they're going to be hitting the ball a lot this game. They've already proven that. They've got 6 hits and 4 runs. Here comes the next pitch. High fastball, 91 miles an hour, but fouled off by Caratini. Come on, Batman. Ben Affleck, doppelganger, Victor Caratini, the Batman. I really want people to start calling him the Batman. I think that would actually make his batting get better if he had a nickname like that, the Batman. Come on, Batman. Let's see a hit. 1-1 is the count. Here's the pitch. Long delay by the pitcher. And he finally delivers. That one's way outside. I thought he was going to step off the mound there for a second, but he finally threw the ball, and look at that, way out there. My brother used to throw those lollipop curves, very slow, very big curve, but to me it's so easy to hit because you can see exactly where it's going. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. 3 balls and 1 strike. This guy's not even pitching to the lower part of the batting order. But of course, Caratini is no joke. He's got the ability to hit the ball. You gotta play it safe. Here comes a 3-1 pitch. Inside, almost hit him, ball 4. We have runners on first and second with no outs. Coach is going to come out to the mound. That might be it. He's walking really slowly out to the mound. The head coach this time, not the pitching coach. The manager is walking out. Looks like he's going to go ahead and pull that out to Gary. Yep. He asks for the ball and he pulls him out. That's going to be it. You hate to see it, but, you know, that's the way it is. How many games has he pitched? I wonder. All right, guys. I'm going to take a moment from the action right now. Let me update the base pads. The Astros have runners on first and second. Pena had a double. He's on second base. Caratini with the walk. He's on first. Just to update you what happened this inning so far. Bregman with a follow-up 2-run home run after Kyle Tucker led the hitting off with a single, a really nice single to left center field. It almost got by and got to the wall. That would have been a double, but the right fielder was able to cut it off. However, it wound up not mattering because Bregman came up and hit a line drive shot on the very next pitch. And after that, Pena hit a double, and then Victor Caratini got a walk. So the Astros are just getting on base at will right now with no outs. And the Angels decided to go ahead and pull their pitcher. So after 3 innings, he's given up 4 runs and 6 hits. Astros with runners on first and second. No outs. It is 10:20 in the morning here in Hiroshima. It's a nice, beautiful day outside from what I can tell. I was really wondering if there was a way that I could do my do one of my live streams from outside somewhere, you know, go somewhere kind of historic and sit outside and do a live stream. That would be really cool to do that. But in order to do that, I would have to have some kind of power source for my laptop. I think that my data connection on my phone can be used as Wi-Fi, and it can be used as Wi-Fi, but I'm thinking it can be used to do a live stream like this. I'd like to experiment with that one day. It'd be kind of cool to do a live stream of one of the games from like a famous place or area in Hiroshima, but I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe during one of the breaks. I have a break coming up soon for a couple of weeks. Maybe I can do something during that time. We'll see. Jake Myers comes to the plate. Myers is also 1 for 1 today with a hit. He shows bunt, and he does bunt it, but it goes foul. A good thought, just bad execution. That was not a good pitch to be bunting. But you got to applaud the effort to move the guys around. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second. If you guys have any suggestions on where I might go, where you'd like to see me go, if I can do a live stream from somewhere famous in Hiroshima, you can let me know. This is hit hard to left field, way up in the air. Don't look like it's going to be deep enough for a tag. So runners will stay at first and second. Myers flies out for the first out. But man, if he had gotten more on top of that one, that would have been another home run. Probably a line drive shot like Bregman's. That brings up Mauricio Dubon, who walked in the second inning. Dubon, just like the other Astros on the team so far, either a walk or a hit, or both so far this game. Here's the pitch. That one's right in there. Ryan Miller, by the way, is on the mound for the Angels. I haven't updated that info yet. I'll try to update that on the screen in just a moment. Here comes the next pitch from Miller. 0-1. Dubon tries to bunt it, and it pops up in the air. The pitcher gets it. Oh, that's disappointing. Oh, man. A bunt fly ball. Those are the worst. Absolute worst. Man, that's the one out that I never want to make when I'm at bat. I never want to bunt out, especially foul. Bunt, fly, foul. That's the worst. Altuve comes to the plate, and the crowd boos again. Altuve with the 4-pitch walk, his last at bat to score a run. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit hard to the left side to the shortstop. He's going to go to second for the out, and that's it. That's unfortunate. That ends the inning, but once again, the Astros do come away with a couple of runs on that Bregman home run. So despite getting more runners on base and stranding more runners, the Astros at least do convert some of those runs. Can't be too upset about it. Sad to see that Altuve didn't come through there, but he did have a hit his first at bat and a timely walk his last at bat. He's having a good game despite having discomfort yesterday. 6 hits for the Astros so far. No errors, 4 runs. The Angels with 1 hit, no runs, no errors off of Kikuchi. Let me update the base pads here and change the pitcher information. Ryan Miller is now in the game for the Angels. I don't think that he has a lot of speed either. Very similar to the starting pitcher, actually. Ryan Miller. Have any of you seen the new or the latest Aliens movie? I was thinking about whether I should try to see it or not. I really don't have much money to be spending on stuff like that, but I haven't been anywhere in like a month and a half. I haven't done anything. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just trying to do my homework, do my studies, get ready for tests. The amount of time that it takes to do that is insane. And doing this plus teaching online, man, I have no life. Seriously, I have no life. This is the main entertainment that I have, is calling the game for you guys. But even this is not very easy, you know. Having to set it up, get everything ready, and, you know, do the thumbnails, schedule the games, then actually get up sometimes get up at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. It's not easy to do all that. And then in my free time, I really don't have free time. Really, I don't have free time. I know people say that, but seriously, I'm so far behind in my homework, in my studies with my school. They give us so many new things to memorize every single day, and I can't keep up. It's just insane. Last semester, I was given 300 kanji, Chinese characters, you know, the Japanese Chinese characters. I was given 300 of those. First pitch to Jordan Adams is a strike by Kikuchi, 0-1. But they told me that this next semester, between this next month and March, I'm going to have to learn 700 more. That's crazy. That next pitch is a check swing. It looks like he held up, didn't go. That'll be ball 1. 1-1. If any of you have ever tried to study Japanese, you know how difficult it is for a Westerner. That's high and outside. Ball 2. Caratini pulls up his mask and tells Kikuchi, man, it's all good, you're good. Here comes the pitch. That one's right on the corner. A good pitch by Kikuchi. Clips the corner for strike 2. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. No runners on. Jordan Adams at the plate. Here's the pitch. He swings at that one low in the zone, fouls it away. Count remains 2-2. By the way, I got a little something in the mail. I'll share that with you guys in just a moment. I haven't opened it yet, but I'll share it with you in a moment, just what that is. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Way high, man. Kikuchi shows his clear dissatisfaction with that pitch as it sails on him. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A rare full count pitch for Kikuchi this game. Here comes the delivery. That's a little too outside. He walked him. First walk by Kikuchi. This start and the last couple of starts, Kikuchi hasn't walked anybody. This is his first walk in 3 games. Top of the rotation, man. The ERA, Kikuchi has a 3.07 ERA with the Astros right now, and he's the 4th guy. He's got 3 guys ahead of him. First pitch to Jack Lopez is a strike right in there. Fastball, 95 miles an hour. I think he was expecting a breaking ball. Didn't have any time to react to that. Oh, Lopez has got some pretty hair. Look at those curls. Is that a perm? That next pitch is a little outside for ball 1. Man, I thought the days of the perm were gone. I'm pretty sure that this kink is a perm. Look at that. He's a pretty boy. He's got the beard to go with it, man. He's serious. Here's the 1-1 count pitch. Wow. That one's way inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. A lot of heat on that one, but misplaced. Two balls, 1 strike. Runner on first, no outs. Here's the pitch. Runner's going. Caratini throws from his knees, and the ball bounces off the ground. Runner's going to be safe. But center fielder comes in. I think it's Myers. He comes in really quickly, so there's no chance for the runner to advance. It looks like Caratini, when he tried to throw that, he thought about getting up to throw, but then realized he didn't have enough time, or he stumbled or something, and he tried to throw it from his knees, but the throw just wound up being a bad throw. Look how bad this was right here. It was in the grass. So runner on second with no outs. 3 balls and 1 strike to Jack Lopez. Here comes the pitch. And he gets a walk. 2 back-to-back walks. Or a back-to-back walk. That's the second walk by Kikuchi in 3 games. And they happen at the same time. Back-to-back runners. So Angel's still second for no reason. Now the Astros are going to have an infield meeting at the mound. A little heart-to-heart discussion. I wonder if they're speaking in Nihongo, in Japanese. Nihongo ga hanashimasu ka? By the way, there's a little update about what's going on in the Astros division. You know that the Rangers and the Mariners are playing right now, and of course we all want the Rangers to beat the Mariners. They did yesterday. And right now, in the bottom of the first, the Rangers are already up 2-0. How do you like that? Here comes the first pitch to Taylor Ward. Ward bounces it to third to Bregman. He tries to tag the runner at going by at third. Does he get him? He tries to tag him. I think he missed the tag, but he gets the runner at first. Good try by Bregman. We're going to see another angle on that here in just a minute. He almost gets him. Look how close this was. Man, that was close. Look how close that was. Bregman doing his best effort there to tag the runner. He looked at second, then went to first. Man, that was a lot of effort. 1 out, runners on second and third. That brings up, I'm sorry, Taylor Ward is not at the plate. That's Zach Neto. Broken bat to Jose Altuve. He's able to hold the runners. No. He does not hold the runner at third. It was too slow. Runner scores, so 4-1 Astros, but that was a broken bat to Altuve. Man, some of these camera angles they're showing me, they're not giving me what I need to see. And they're making the game look like something that it's not. The Angels now have just one runner on second. The runner on second did not advance on that play, but the runner from third was able to get home. So the Angels do have a run. The first pitch to Nolan Chanel is a strike. 0-1 with 2 outs, runner on second. Here comes the next pitch. That's hit into left field. That's going to be a base hit. They're going to send him around. They're going to send him home. Here's the throw. It's going to be close. The ball hits the runner at the plate, and it's going to bounce to the back screen. The batter will advance to second. He's safe at home. That ball went right into the runner. So now 4-2. That was a nonsensical play. There was a chance for him to get that runner at home. There was a really good chance for Dubon to get that ball in. It wasn't that deep. The ball was just too far off target there. Look at it. Look how it hits him right here. Boom. Just hits him. That was unfortunate. 4-2. That brings up Charles LeBlanc with 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch. This one's hit a little tapper to Jeremy Pena, who fires the first, out number 3. And that's it for the Angels in the bottom of the third. They get 2 runs off some strange plays. It's so difficult to quickly call these plays when they're so weird. Weird stuff. But that's what it takes for the Angels to score against the Astros. Teams like the Angels, I think, that they have to rely on weird stuff like that and lucky chances to score runs. And they're lucky to get any runs against Kikuchi. He gave up 2 walks. Without those 2 walks, I think the Angels score nothing in that inning. So unfortunately, Kikuchi is the one who gift wraps some runs to the Angels. So he walks them, then they get lucky, and now they have 2 runs. 4-2. And I'm taking my last sip of cold coffee. I guess I can pour myself another weak cup. What's going on in the chat, guys? How many people do we have here? About 27, close to 30. That's nice. 14 likes. I need 6 more. 6 more likes to get myself up to 20. I need 20 likes on this live stream to really help me out. Thank you in advance for doing that. I'm calling the game from Hiroshima, where I study Japanese. Luckily for me and hopefully for you guys, I'll be calling not only today's game, but tomorrow's game and the next game, because Monday, the Astros game on Sunday evening for me is Monday morning. And I will not have any classes that day because it's a national holiday in Japan. So really glad about that. Don't have to go to school over the next few days. All I have to do is call these games, sleep, study for tests, and do some online teaching. I wanted to let you guys know this is a letter that I got from my former youth pastor when I was growing up. Now, I'm 49 years old, and I've stayed in touch with my youth minister just because he's such a good guy. And at his church in Louisiana, they sent me a letter. And what they did was they all prayed for me one day because of my cancer that I'm dealing with. And they decided to mail me a letter from America. And I'm going to read it in just a moment. On the next break. Yordan Alvarez fouls away the second pitch. First pitch was a ball. 1-1 count. They've got a new pitcher in the game, Jose Suarez, with a 7.51 ERA. Holy cow. Here's the next pitch to Alvarez. This one's hit into left field. Line drive caught by the left fielder. It was a nice attempt, but unfortunately there was somebody standing there. So Yordan flies out again for the first out of this inning. Top of the fourth, guys. 1 out. Yainer Diaz comes to the plate. Yainer with a walk in the first inning. One of the few Astros that does not have a hit. Looking to do something right now. That one's outside. Ball 1. 93. Doesn't look like any of the Angels pitchers are pitching too fast. Haven't seen anything about over 93 miles an hour so far. 86 miles an hour in the bottom part of the zone. Big sinker there. Big drop. Yainer swings and misses. That evens the count 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit hard to right field. It's going to be down for a hit. So Yainer gets his first hit of the game. It's bobbled by the right fielder, but he's able to recover it pretty quickly, so Yainer is not able to advance to second. He puts on the brakes, as you can see right there. Nice rip to right field for Yainer Diaz. Yainer adding a hit. Astros now up to 7 hits this game. 7 hits. So I'm interested to see just how many hits they're going to have at the end of this game. I felt like it would be a lot. Just had that gut feeling. Kevin. Why do I do that? Kyle Tucker at the plate. He had a really nice rip to left center field. Almost a double. Really nice single. First pitch to him is in there for strike 1. I want to see Tucker hit one out. It looks like he's definitely got the power to do it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Nice swing there, but low in the zone. Can't get the bat on it. Strike 2. Come on, Tuck. He didn't get down low enough to go after that ball. Gotta squat down there like Altuve and go after that, or Jordan. That pitch is outside and low for ball 1, 1-2. For you guys able to type in the chat, who's your favorite Astros player currently, and who's your favorite Astros player of all time? Here's the next pitch to Tucker, and he goes down swinging. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and strike 3. Oh, they were describing what this means. They were trying to figure that out for a long time, and I think they finally got the answer from Yainer. Bregman takes the first pitch right in there for strike 1. Bregman had the line drive home run in the third to start the scoring off for the Astros. See what he does here. Crowd booed him when he came to the plate. Understandable, but you know it was 7 years ago, so come on. That one's in the dirt, ball 1. The boos are definitely not as loud as they used to be, so, slowly it's getting better. I don't mind them booing Bregman so much, though, as I mind them booing Altuve, because Bregman definitely was part of the cheating that went on, but not Altuve, so it's kind of stupid. It is really stupid to boo Altuve. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Little out of the zone, ball 2. That one was high. 94 miles an hour, probably the fastest pitch I've seen from one of the Angels pitchers so far this game. Two and one, 2 outs. Yainer on first. Here's the pitch. This one's hit hard to left field, but foul. Man, that was another home run waiting to happen right there. Look at this. Bregman launching and sending it way off into the left field stands. If that would have been fair, it would have been a second homer. Straighten it out just a little bit. Get it right inside that foul pole there, Bregman. Put some more Tiger into it. Here comes a pitch. This one's hit hard to right field, but out of play. Count remains 2-2. Bregman takes a little timeout, steps out of the box. I'm going to need my reading glasses to look at this letter in just a moment. 2-2. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Right on the outside. That one was outside and should have been ball 3, but the umpire liked it and called strike 3. Bregman discussed it a little bit, but thankfully he didn't get thrown out this time. So a ridiculous call by the umpire ends the inning. At least it wasn't like really, really bad. Still not good, but okay. That's the end of the top of the 4th. We're in the middle of the 4th. Kikuchi will be back on the mound in just a moment, guys. I'm going to pour myself some more hot water for another cup of coffee. I might have to get some more hot water from the kitchen. Yeah, I need some more. I'll be right back. All right. Kikuchi's back on the mound, dealing to Matt Thaiss. First pitch. Right in there. Strike 1. I finally got my reading glasses, but we'll have to wait on the letter for just a moment till we get another break. As Kikuchi delivers strike 2 to Matt Thaiss. Kikuchi putting these pitches right now, right on the edge of the zone, just perfectly placed. This is the kind of control that I like to see from Kikuchi. He often does this, puts these strikes like right on the edge of the zone. Next pitch, swing and a miss, up and in. 3-pitch strikeout by Yusei Kikuchi. Oh my gosh, look at that. Swoosh. Man. It's another strikeout for Kikuchi. One out, no runners on. That brings up Eric Wagyu. Yusei knows how to cook Wagyu. First pitch is a strike. For those of you who don't know Wagyu, it's a type of beef, style of beef that we like to eat. Became famous in Japan. They're doing it now in the U.S. too. Fouled away. Strike 2. 5 straight strikes thrown by Kikuchi now. Foul balls, swings and misses, strikes looking. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Wagyuman. This one's grounded to Pena, who scoops it up, throws the first. Textbook play right there, out number 2. Nice to see Pena making a good play on the easy ones. It seems that Pena is better than anybody at making the difficult plays. Did you guys see the play that he made? Was it yesterday or the day before against the A's? The spinning throw to first. I think it was yesterday. He didn't get the out, but it was such an amazing play. First pitch, another one perfectly placed on the inside corner to Mickey Moniak. Look at this pitch, guys. This is perfect. Boom, right there. How do you hit stuff like that? Strike 1. Here comes the next pitch. This one's fouled off. 88 in the lower outside part of the zone. Another good or well-placed pitch. So when you do swing at stuff like that, it's very hard to hit and hit well. 2 strikes. So this batter and the last 2 batters have gone down in the count 0-2. First was a strikeout, second was a ground out. This one, ooh, just a little low and outside. Ball 1. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, no runners on. Let's get through this inning, man. This one's hit hard to right field. That's going to go all the way to the wall and gone. Had a bad feeling about it. That's going to be a 4-3 game right there, guys. Kikuchi gives up another long ball. So close to getting through 4 innings with just 2 runs. Man. If I were to compare Kikuchi to one of the Astros closers, I would compare him to Josh Hader. And I don't mean because of the pitching style or the speed, because Kikuchi doesn't throw nearly as hard as Hader does. But the one thing that he does have is the tendency to sometimes give up home runs despite being such a good pitcher. And that really makes me nervous. And he comes right back in with a strike to the next batter, Jordan Adams. 4-3. The Astros jumped out to a 4-0 lead, and in 2 innings, it's now just a 1-run game. Here comes the next pitch. This one's fouled off to the right side for strike 2. Another 0-2 count. 0-2 counts to every single batter this inning. And yet they still have 1 run on the board. Crazy. Come on. Come on, Kikuchi. Ganbare. Ganbaremasu. This one is tapped foul. Little foul ball over on the right side. Count remains 0-2. Man. 57 pitches now for Kikuchi. 0-2 with 2 outs, no runners on. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again to the right side. Count remains 0-2. Oh, wow. Look at that. Pitch time violation called by the umpire on the batter. That'll be strike 3. So that's it. That's funny. So another out. As the batter goes walking to the dugout. He took too long to get in and get set up, so that ends the inning. It's fine by me. But Kikuchi does give up a solo home run and pulls the Angels within 1 run of the Astros. 7 hits for the Astros and 4 runs. 3 hits for the Angels and 3 runs. So they have a better hit to runs scored percentage or ratio, but the Astros have more than twice as many hits. Let's take a look at the live chat. I haven't had an opportunity to update it. 18 likes, guys. 31 people watching. I just need 2 more likes to get to 20. 20 likes is a big deal for my live streams right now, so I really appreciate you clicking that like button on the video. Please help me out. I really appreciate it. Charles says, Geaux Stros pile up the hits, scored 10 runs, please. Good series to get a grand slam. Stros don't have one this year. Yeah, you're right. They're way overdue for a grand slam, and they've had plenty of opportunities. Trust me, they've had plenty of opportunities. The Astros have done such a good job getting runners on base and just not bringing them in. Obviously they've had some games where they do bring runners in, and they've scored a decent amount of runs. But the thing about the Astros that gets me is that they could definitely be at 100 wins right now. Right now, they really could be at 100 wins right now if they did just maybe 50% better at bringing their runners in from scoring position. And I'm not joking. It's just been so bad this whole year. They've been so inconsistent with not bringing in their runners. It has really hurt them a lot this year. The Mariners should be nowhere near the Astros. They should be 15 games back from the Astros right now. But the Astros just keep letting them hang around because of this nonsense of not scoring runs. But as I'm speaking, Pena is out. I don't know what happened there. As soon as I click back on the tab, Pena is sitting down. So he either grounded out or he lined out. Okay. Pena lines out his very first pitch of the game, or pitch of the inning, rather. Pitch of the game. Caratini comes to the plate, takes the first pitch for strike one. I wish I didn't have to mute the game while I was chatting with you guys and looking in the live chat in my other tab, but commercials are just too distracting. Caratini hits one to right field. That one's just barely going to be down for another hit, guys. Caratini's hot this game. Look at that. Almost a double. That could have even been a triple if it gotten past him. A lucky catch by the right fielder. This ball was so close to being under his glove and being out into the right field fence. Man, look how close that was. I'm going to have to show you this replay. Look at this. Look how close. So lucky. Look at that. Whoo, man. I think Caratini could have gone to third on that one. Jake Myers comes to the plate with one out. Caratini on first. Let me update the base paths there. Myers has a hit tonight. See if he can get another one here. 1-0 is the count. That was a ball. Here's the next pitch from Suarez. Oh, I haven't changed the pitcher for the Angels. That one's fouled away. Jose Suarez. Yes, I just found his picture. Here's the next pitch from Suarez. Long delay. Here's the pitch finally. This one's chopped to third. It's going to be probably a double play ball, but it is. They get him just barely. So, man, that was close at first base, but Myers ends the inning quickly for Suarez. A 1-2-3, practically a 1-2-3 inning. He did have a base runner, but with that ground into a double play, Myers makes it a 1-2-3 inning. And I'm going to change the picture on the screen to match the reality of the situation. There we go. There we go. Jose Suarez in the game. As I'm trying to get another cup of coffee doctored. Too much going on in the game. Cesar Rio says, come on, Kikichi, great to see Go. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad to be here. Every day I'm glad to be here. I just want to feel good, feel healthy, get better, and just do the things that I enjoy to do. You know, I enjoy doing. I'm going to the hospital again. I go every month for blood checks for new medicine. And occasionally they do scans to see what's going on with the cancer in my body. For those of you who don't know, I don't just have the tumor, the massive tumor on my kidney, but I do have some spots in my lungs, and that's been causing me some pain. Doctor doesn't have a good prognosis for me, but I am hoping that the medicine I'm taking right now can help. And if I can manage to change my diet, get the sugar out of my diet, maybe that can help, and I can actually overcome this this cancer issue, because it hasn't been an easy road so far over the past couple of years. It's been pretty difficult. For those of you who have had cancer or dealt with serious illness, long-term illness, I'm sure you can empathize, because it's difficult. Not just physically, but mentally, it's difficult. It messes with your mood, the way you think, the way you feel about your life. There are many times where you just want to give up. I can't tell you how many times I've wanted to just lie down. I'm just walking along and I feel so bad I just want to lie down on the road, you know, just where I'm at, wherever I'm at, I just want to lie down and give up. It's difficult. I hope that can get better. Kikuchi comes in the game, very first pitch. Man, look at this. Fouled off in the right side by Jack Lopez. And look at this. Kyle Tucker all the way over. Makes the catch right by the wall. Beautiful play by Kyle Tucker to get the first out. Tucker over there playing that wall like Bregman at third, man. He had to run a long way over for that, too. Look at this. All the way over to get that one. That was great. Taylor Ward comes to the plate. That pitch is a little high for ball one. 1-0 with one out, no runners on. 4-3 Astros in the bottom of the fifth. This one's fouled off to the right side. That will even the count 1-1. Here comes the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Ball two, 2-1. Yeah, I've got my other cup of coffee, but it's not hot. It's just warm. That's unfortunate. This one's hit really hard to left field, but it looks like it's going to be really high and playable. No problem. Dubon puts it away. Out number 2. Man, I got some coffee leaking on my table over here. I don't have any paper towels. All I have over here is toilet paper, which I use as tissue because I ran out of tissue paper here at the house. Yeah, coffee leaking down. This one's tapped. The very first pitch to Zach Neto is tapped down the first baseline. He tosses over to Kikuchi, who rushes over. He stumbled at first, but he's able to get to first and make the play. That's out number 3. Man, tough, but good play. Let's take a look at that replay. A little stumble at first. Kikuchi actually caught it with his hand, man. How do you like that? Watch this. Watch this catch by Kikuchi. Man, good stuff there. Out number 3. 3 up and 3 down. Kikuchi gets through 5. As far as I know, Jose Suarez will be back on the mound for the A's or the Angels. Why do I keep calling him? It's because of the big A, man. And they just played the A's. The Angels. Mauricio Dubon will be up, followed by Jose Altuve and Yordan Alvarez. We got 3 guys coming up who can do something. No hits for Dubon yet. Okay? The only other guy in the lineup right now that does not have a hit besides Dubon is Yordan Alvarez. Everybody else has a hit, and Caratini has 2. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Astros have walks. So Dubon has a walk. Doesn't have a hit yet. Now it's time for him to get a hit. Altuve has a walk and a hit and an RBI. Alvarez has an RBI on a sacrifice fly, but no walk, no hit. Diaz has a walk and a hit. Tucker has a walk and a hit. Bregman has a walk and a hit, including a 2-run home run and 2 RBIs. Pena has a hit, but no walk. Caratini has a walk and 2 hits. Myers has a hit, no walk. Dubon has a walk and no hits. Pretty interesting, I think. It's like the Astros are all trying to see who can get like all of the ways to get on base, if they can get all of those things. Dubon comes up and hits the very first pitch, just like Altuve, right out into the left center field area. Base hit, leadoff base hit. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly right. Dubon now has his first hit. So officially, Yordan Alvarez is the only batter in the Astros lineup that does not have a hit yet. And he's going to get a chance to do that right after Altuve, who comes to the plate right now. Here is my hero. And for those of you who heard my question earlier, who's your current favorite Astro and all-time favorite Astro? This is my guy for both questions. I grew up a Glenn Davis fan. I watched the Astros when I was a kid, and I really, really liked Glenn Davis, the big bopper. But my all-time favorite is this guy right here, Jose Altuve. Here's the first pitch from Suarez. Fouled back by Altuve, and it's going to float out of play behind the dugout, thankfully. Strike one. He went way down to get that one. Dubon on first with no outs. Astros here in the top of the sixth trying to increase their lead. They're up 4-3 at this time. No balls, one strike. This is the 25th pitch for Suarez. Here comes the pitch to Altuve. That one's fouled off. 84 in the bottom of the zone. Just barely got the bat on it. Altuve is grabbing his side again. He's a little bit in pain. He was taking a break there. The coaches are going to come out and check on him. Espada and the batting coach came out, but I want you to see this after this swing. He was putting his hand on his hip on his left side. After this swing, he's just not feeling very well. It's still bothering him over there, but he sends the coach back to the dugout. Here's the next pitch. Fouls that one off. 94 high in the zone. Count remains 0-2. I don't like seeing Altuve in pain, man. Come on. Get better, Altuve. I send you my blessings and my prayers. Come on. 0-2 pitch. Nope. He goes over to first. Suarez makes a pick-off move, but Dubon gets back, no problem. Oh and 2, here's the pitch. This one's hit hard down the line, but to the third baseman, it looks like it's going to be a double play ball, and it is. So, 2 outs, no runners now. That clears the bases. That's funny. One of the Angels, this guy Nito, he thought it was out number 3, and he was running all the way to the dugout, and he realized it wasn't. He had to go back out. Nito, good job, man. The first pitch to Alvarez, by the way, is a strike right in there. So Alvarez does not have a hit yet for the Astros. He doesn't have a walk or a hit. That one's in the dirt, ball 1, 1-1. So Alvarez needs at least a walk to be able to get on base, but he's the only Astro without a hit so far this game. The 30th pitch by Suarez is about to be on the way. 2 outs, no runners on. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Suarez. Alvarez takes that one just barely inside and high. Man, that barely missed the zone. Ball 2. Woof, that was close. 2 balls, 1 strike. Remember, Alvarez, you're the only one without a hit. You got to get a hit. Come on. That'll be the 10th hit for the Astros if he gets it. Here's the pitch. He fouls that one off to the left side. That'll be strike 2. Not a good pitch to be swinging at. A little low and outside. Could have been ball 3. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch to Jordan. He swings and gets him. He strikes out. Man, what is with Jordan this game? I mean, he did get the fly ball to right field to score the run on the sacrifice fly, but that was the best he's been able to offer so far. Otherwise, he just hasn't looked so good. We're going to go into the bottom of the 6th. Astros just up 4-3 despite having 9 hits. They do have 1 error now. Kikuchi likely coming back to the mound for the bottom of the sixth. If he can get through this inning, that would be very nice. A really quick 1, 2, 3 inning would be perfect for the Astros right now. By the way, if you look at my poll question is about how many hits the Astros will get today. My personal answer is actually different than anything you see on the screen. I thought they would get 12, and we're 3 away from that. But it's interesting that most of you thought that they would just get 5. I don't understand. Maybe you guys don't understand who was pitching today and who was in the lineup for the Astros today. But if you compare who the pitchers are for the Angels, including the starting pitcher, and then you look at the Astros lineup, it doesn't make any sense to just say 5 hits. It seemed pretty obvious that the Astros would have a decent amount of hits today. It just seemed obvious to me. And but most of you thought the 2 low numbers, 5 or 8. Only 14% of you said 10. More of you thought 15. I guess you guys are just being really hopeful. I'm thinking at least 12. At least. But we'll see. We will see. Kikuchi's on the mound. Here comes the first pitch to... Who is this guy? Nolan Chanel. 1 ball, no strikes. Little outside. That was close. Not a bad pitch. Here comes the next pitch, and that one is a little further outside and bounces off of Caratini's glove. He tried to frame it. Ball 2. Can't fault him on that first pitch, but that second pitch is a little too far out. 2-0. Here's the next pitch. Chanel takes that one, 86 miles an hour, just inside. What in the world was going on with Caratini's throwback? He throws it over Kikuchi's head. Look at this. Look at that. Did you see that? What? Caratini, what are you doing, man? 2 balls and 1 strike. Oh, fouled off to the left side. 94 up and out. Man. Caratini, you crack me up. You're like Altuve going for second on that long single. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The leadoff batter at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Just below the zone there. Very close. Ball 3. That's going to be a full count. Man, that was close. 94, just a little low. That next pitch is in the zone, but hits straight over to Tucker, who gets under it with just a couple of steps. That'll be out number 1. It was not a bad drive, but Tucker was right there. Out number 1. Kikuchi up to 70 pitches now. That's not bad. I think that's not bad, guys. He's not doing bad at all with pitch count. Charles LeBlanc comes to the plate with 1 out, no runners on. Here's the first pitch from Yusei. Swing and a miss, 97. Another perfectly placed pitch right on the edge of the zone. Low and away. Look at this. Boom. Man, I can feel that air from here. Thanks, LeBlanc. Thanks for that breeze. I need it. It's a little hot outside today. Here's the next pitch. That one's low, almost in the dirt. Ball 1. The count is even. Did I remember to clear my bases? Yes, I did. Good. Okay, here comes a 1-1 pitch. Ooh, the umpire liked that one. He was a little generous. Low and outside, right on the corner. Just a little out of the zone, but the umpire was like, hey, it looked good to me. All right. Well, okay. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I'm still wanting to call it a ball. That one was near to the same exact spot, but a little further down and a little further out. Ball 2. The count is even. Man, what is the deal? I've still got coffee coming out of my pour over. It's dripping onto my desk. Swing and a miss, 95 miles an hour. So after several breaking balls and off-speed pitches, Kikuchi ramps up the speed to 95 and gets the swing and miss. Another strikeout. Can you say strikeout? I can. LeBlanc goes down with a LeBlanc womp. LeBlanc womp. Matt Thaiss comes to the plate with 2 outs and no runners on. 88 miles an hour, just a little far out of the zone and low. Not too off the plate, but missed by about 3 or 4 inches. Ground out and a strikeout today for Matt Thaiss. Here comes the next pitch. He hits this one up the middle. Is it going to be down? Nope, it's playable by Myers. Good, nice. Another fly out on that line drive shot to center field. 3 up and 3 down for Kikuchi and the Astros. We're going to go into the 7th inning, the top of the 7th. Astros up 4-3 with 9 hits to the Angels 3. Kikuchi gets through 6. If he could get through 7, he very easily could. His pitch count is pretty good. You know, Kikuchi, if he has another good inning, he could go through the 8th. He could. Will he? That's the question. That is the question. What's going on right now in the chat, guys? Do we have over 20 likes? Let me update my page and see. 19. Are you kidding me? How many people are watching and listening right now? 33 people. We have the Masonic number 13. Yes, that's right. This is a conspiracy Astros channel. This is a conspiracy Astros channel. So, if you guys want to help me take over the world with my secret organization, make sure you like the video. Good game so far. Yeah, it's if you like watching close ball games with a little bit of hitting and a little bit of pitching, it's a decent game. I agree with that. But as an Astros fan, I want them to just pull away right now. Just pull away. Let's see here. Jeffrey says I need the word to get 2 hits. Hit run RBI combo for $1,300. Sheesh fingers crossed. Oh, more betting. I don't bet on games. Good luck to you, but if you need Ward to get hits, which guy is that? The leadoff hitter for the Angels. It's in the top of the 7th. He's probably only going to bat 2 more times, right? And you need him to get 2 a hit run RBI combo. Probably not going to happen, man. I hope it doesn't happen, not because of you, but because I don't want the Astros to lose. More important to me for the Astros to lose. I don't believe in betting on games. Yiner comes to the plate, takes the first pitch for ball 1, a little outside. A walk and a hit today for Yiner. He hits this one, but that goes foul. Strike 1. 1-1 is the count. 1 hit, 1 walk. Now you need a home run, Yiner. I give you permission to hit a home run right here. He has been driving the ball pretty well. And as soon as I say that, he taps it foul. At least it wasn't to the pitcher. That would have been embarrassing. Altuve, look how serious he looks right here. He's like staring at the game, staring at the plate, really intent on the game. They did say that he's feeling okay, but it's unclear whether or not he will stay in the game or not. We'll see. Here comes the next pitch to Yiner. Right in the zone, 93, but fouled off to the right side. The count remains 1-2. I really wish I could meet Altuve and just give him a really big hug. I'm 6'2", he's 5'6". It would be kind of awkward, but I'd love to give him a hug. He's just such a great guy. That one's down low. Check swing by Yiner. They say he did not go. Let's take another quick look at it. Yeah, that looked like a check. I don't even know why they asked the first baseman. I guess they were trying to get lucky with a strikeout call by the umpire, but the count is 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Diaz swings at a ball in the dirt. A garbage pitch, which would have been a full count. He goes down swinging. Diaz does that too much. He needs to start having some more patience, man. He's such a good hitter when he hits the ball. But stuff like that, you can't be doing that. Can't be swinging at garbage. 1 out. That brings up Kyle Tucker, who had a nice single his last at bat. First pitch to him, a little low and inside, but on the corner for strike one. Tucker is not real happy about that, but it was right there. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh. The umpire had to basically call timeout there for a second to get more balls delivered to him. The umpire didn't have any balls. Not on that pitch call. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one's low below the zone for ball one. 1-1. And Suarez's ERA is 6.91. Before he started pitching in this game, it was over 7. It's actually come down since he's been pitching to the Astros. This one's fouled away for strike 2. 1-2 on Tucker with 1 out. And the Astros should be hitting this guy. What in the world is going on? I had so much coffee come out of my pour over. It just leaked all over onto my desk. I'm trying to clean it up. Tucker goes down on another terrible pitch, 84 in the dirt. So Yainer and Tucker both swing at garbage. Are you kidding me? If that's a fastball, I can better understand it because you don't have much time to react. But when it's a breaking ball, 84 miles an hour, and you swing at that garbage, are you kidding me? Bregman is at the plate, takes the first pitch high in the zone for strike 1. Another good pitch, 83 to be swinging at. Not quite sure why he didn't go, but we'll see. 0-1, here's the pitch. He swings at that one, and that's going to drop in for a hit. So good job, Bregman. Not a home run, but at least we get a base runner. Bregman on first base with 2 outs. Something that the Astros do a lot. Don't start getting base runners until they've already got 2 outs. But at the same time, the Astros have been able to score a lot of runs with 2 outs. I'm interested to find out how many runs have the Astros scored with 2 outs versus no outs and 1 out. Just curious. Jeremy Pena comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch. Little low and outside. That one actually nicked the corner, but the ump laid off. That'll be ball 1. That was better than the pitch to Tucker. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first. Here's the pitch to Pena. Swing and a miss on another garbage pitch. 84 mile per hour down, almost in the dirt. This is the same pitch that Tucker and Diaz went after. Why swing at that garbage? 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. That was in the dirt. Another 84 mile per hour. The same exact pitch, but this one was off the plate practically. Glad he didn't swing at that one. Just stop swinging at those pitches, guys. Don't swing at that junk. I can tell you from experience that it's an 84 mile per hour breaking pitch. You have time to not swing at that, to think about it, not swing. Here's the 2-1 pitch. This one's tapped foul. 83. I'm sorry, 83. But that one was actually in the bottom of the zone, and all he could do was foul it off. Man, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. But not 2 runners on. There's only 1 runner on first base. That's Alex Bregman. Pena at the plate facing Suarez with 2 outs. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Nope, he fires over to first. Bregman easily gets back. That was almost a wild throw. Almost goes off to the side. First baseman was barely able to grab it. Man, that could have been a free pass to second. Bregman with a kind of a big leadoff now. Here comes the pitch to Pena. Pena bounces. It's a high chopper. Might be trouble. He throws the first, and the throw is terrible. He had him, but the throw was terrible, so Pena gets on first base. I wonder if that's going to be charged as a hit or an error. I think he could have had him if he just made the throw. It looked like he had plenty of time to get the ball over there, but he just went crazy with the throw. Show you guys the replay here. Look at this. So he makes the play off the big hop. Terrible throw. Plenty of time. Look at that. He had plenty of time. But he made a terrible throw, and he wasn't able to handle it at first base. So the Astros now have runners on first and second with 2 outs. Victor Caratini, the Batman, today is 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 hits. The Batman himself comes to the plate. Here's the first pitch from Suarez. Caratini takes it in the dirt, 88 miles an hour. That's right, Caratini. You are the Batman. Don't swing at garbage. Caratini does not swing at this garbage. He is the Batman. He's not the swinging Mr. Garbage Man. He is the Batman. Who are you? I'm Batman. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Caratini. He swings and fouls that one off. That was that 84-mile-per-hour changeup that Suarez keeps throwing, but he was actually able to get the bat on it. 1-1 is the count. Angels have another pitcher warming up in the bullpen, finally. Looks like this might be the last inning for Suarez. Here comes the next pitch. Long delay, and he steps off the rubber. Timeout called. Looks like they're delaying. He might be delaying a little bit so they can warm up the relief pitcher. Who knows? 1 ball, 1 strike to the Batman, Victor Caratini. Here's the pitch. Ooh, that one's in the low part of the zone. 94 miles an hour in the just the bottom part there. Strike 2. He doesn't throw that one a lot. Caratini calls timeout. Our Ben Affleck look-alike takes a brief moment to consider what he wants to do here. Looks like he's got his plan of action in mind. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Here's the pitch from Suarez. He throws that one in the dirt. Ball 2. That evens the count. Stopped by the catcher. Runners can't advance. Come on, Batman. Take a look at him, guys. Look at him. Does he not look like Ben Affleck? Look at him right here when he looks up. Look at him. Does he not look like Ben Affleck? He does, right? That's why I call him the Batman. Here comes the next pitch. 2-2. He hits this one down the line on the first base side. 94 right in the inside corner of the zone, but fouled off. He fights it off because that's what the Batman does. He knows how to fight. He knows how to fight. He knows how to bat. That's why he's called the Batman. It's not because of animals. It's because of the bat. The baseball bat. Bregman on second, Pena on first. 2 outs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 runners on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Batman grounds it to third. It's going to be thrown out at first. So he does get the bat on the ball, but unfortunately it's right at the third baseman. Easy play for the third out. Strands 2 more runners. Astros still just clinging onto that 1-run lead, but they have 11 hits now. 11 hits and only 4 runs. After getting off to a really good start in the second and the third inning, the Astros put up 2-2. But 4 innings since then, they've done nothing but get walks, hits, and strand runners. That's all they've done. So they're nursing a 1-run lead. Yusei Kikuchi is having a pretty good game. He has given up 3 runs. A little of that is just bad luck. But he's at 77 pitches. He most likely will be back on the mound here in the bottom of the 7th for the Astros. And if so, he'll be facing Eric Waguman. More stranded base runners. That's never a good thing. Not for the Astros. They need to stop doing that. They really need to stop doing that. But at the same time, it would be nice if they started putting guys on base with no outs instead of 2 outs. Perhaps that would be helpful. Anything going on in the chat? What in the world is going on? Having another one of those issues with the video player where the audio isn't working. All right. Jeffrey Granville says, liked. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Nice pitch, you say. Yeah, he has been doing pretty well. I mean, like I said, he has given up 3. Can't complain about giving up 3 runs if that's all he gives up. But a little bit of that was just bad luck. Unfortunately, he set himself up for that bad luck with the 2 walks. So, some of that's on him. Okay, Eric Wagman comes up to the plate so he can be cooked by Yusei Kikuchi. Let's make some yakiniku with this guy. Let's cook him up. Some Japanese barbecue. Here comes the first pitch from Kikuchi. 78th of this game. This one is lined straight to Pena, who jumps over and makes the play. Good catch by Pena. I guess you could call that a petch. A Pena catch. It's a petch. Nice petch. Take another look at this this alternate angle. Boom. 111 miles an hour, guys. Good catch. If you catch that on the palm, that hurts. It's a good thing you got it mostly in the basket of the glove. Next batter is Mickey Moniak. First pitch to him is a ball. Next pitch is on the way. Fouled away. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike. $11 hits for the Astros, 3 for the Angels. Here is the pitch, the 1-1 pitch. Low in the zone and tapped foul by Moniak. Good pitch. Another perfectly placed right in the edge of the zone pitch, man. If you're pitching like that, like Kikuchi pitches, if he would just always, I mean, it's hard to do that always, but he does a pretty good job of keeping it right on the edge of the zone. Like even this pitch here, this was inside and low and fouled off. It wasn't in the zone, but it was still a good pitch, and it got him to swing. The count remains 1-2. Brian Abreu is warming up in the Astros bullpen right now, so this is likely going to be it for Kikuchi. Here comes the 83rd pitch of the game for Kikuchi. Low for ball 2. That evens the count. I think Kikuchi has only been able to get through this many innings once before with the Astros. The rest of them is usually like 5 1/3 or something like that. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Picks up out number 2 in the inning. Big strikeout by Kikuchi. Look at this, just completely fooled him. That's one of those garbage pitches that have been fooling the Astros with Suarez. Them just swinging at these pitches. But the difference is that like a pitch like this, it's not only sinking down, it's also going from left to right. You see this? That's a sinker. But the way I feel is that Suarez's pitch doesn't move that much from left to right or right to left. It just goes down. This is hit into right field, the first pitch to Jordan Adams, and that's going to be playable by Myers at the track. 3 outs, 3 up and 3 down for Yusei. He gets through 7 innings, guys, giving up just 3 runs. Good game for Yusei. 3 hits, 3 runs. How many walks did he have? Let's take a look. Just the 2 walks? Yeah, the only 2 walks he had were the back-to-back ones he gave up in the 3rd inning, which led to the Angels getting 2 runs. But before that and after that, no walks, a total of 6 strikeouts. That's, very modest, but only 3 hits. Another good solid game from Kikuchi, and the only question now is, can the Astros get some insurance runs? With Brian Abreu on the mound in the 8th inning, we'll see if he can be on lockdown mode. Which Brian Abreu will we see today? It's a big question, I think. I would guess that they're going to bring him in regardless, Brian Abreu, even though he didn't have to come in this inning. So I'm going to go ahead and change the pitcher for the Astros to Abreu. Who's coming up to bat for the Astros? And who's pitching for the Angels in the top of the 8th? Well, let's see. Anything going on in the chat? Liked. Oh yeah, I think I said earlier, thank you so much, Jeffrey, for that. I appreciate it. How many likes do I have right now? I got 22. Good job, guys. 39. You see how the people watching, we're at about 40 right now. And that's the thing that I wanted to say, is that once the likes get to 20, it like opens up a lot of extra views for me, and YouTube starts recommending it to more people, and I get more viewers. If we get to 30 likes, then it goes up even more. My record right now for people watching at the same time is around 55. I haven't been able to clear 60 yet. So we're quite a ways off from my view count, record. But it's okay. Let's just do what we can to support the channel and support what I'm doing. I appreciate it. That first pitch, by the way, is a strike right in the bottom of the zone. Ryan Zefferjon, is that his name? Zefferjon is on the mound, facing Jake Myers. Is that right? Yes, that is Jake Myers. He takes another strike. Was that a strike? That was pretty high and outside. I mean, I guess it was close to the corner. The Myers count on Jake Myers. Zephyr John. Ryan Zephyr John. Is that how you spell his name? What a weird name. All these weird names. I have no idea what's going on. That ball is low and outside for ball 1 and 2. And I am going to get his picture downloaded. Zephyr John. Chopper to third. Thrown over to first. Myers is out. On the ground out. That'll be out number 1 for the Astros this inning. Mauricio Dubon comes to the plate. Every single Astro in the lineup right now has a hit except for Yordan Alvarez. He's the only one that does not have a hit. His only job in this game is to hit. He's the DH, and he hasn't got a single hit yet. Dubon grounds it to third. He dives, and when he pulls up the ball to throw it, he drops it. So he makes a really great catch, and when he comes up, he drops the ball. Dubon is going to be on first. Are they going to rule that an error? That was a really hard hit by Dubon and a great catch. But a ball just popped out of his glove when he came up to throw it. Womp womp. Chicken, he's like, I got it, I'm going to get him, I can do this. Oh no! The crowd boos, you know what that means. My hero's at the plate. Altuve 1 for 3 today with a single walk and an RBI. First pitch is hit to shortstop. He bobbles it. They're not going to be able to get the double play, I think. Or do they? Yes, they still get it. Are you kidding me? So the shortstop bobbles it and goes to second. They still get the double play. Man, I think Pena beats that play right there. That's going to be it. Altuve gets the double play really quickly. That's unfortunate. The very first pitch. Man. They finally get a runner on 1 out, and it's double play. Immediately double play. What's going on with that? I didn't even get to change the pitchers. Zephyr J-A-H-N. Zephyr J. What kind of name is that? I didn't even get to change his picture on the screen. He must be kind of new to the Angels. Because I don't see an updated picture for him. Let's close that. Man, I missed the 7th inning stretch. I need to make a pit stop to the El Toileto. Toire. But I missed a 7th inning stretch, so I'm going to have to wait. I'm going to have to delay my trip to the baño. There we go. Is Abreu on the mound? Yes, he is. Brian Abreu is on the mound for the Astros, facing Jack Lopez, who is 0 for 1 today. He's pinch hitting for Stefanik. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike right in the upper outside part of the zone. 97 miles an hour. Definitely the fastest pitch this game. Nobody's been throwing that hard. Here's the next pitch. Curveball inside and low. Man, beautiful pitch. 84 miles an hour. Strike 2. Got him looking again. Good pitch by Abreu. 0-2 to Lopez. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. Man, he dotted him on the corner. 87 miles an hour. Perfectly placed pitch. That looked like one of Kikuchi's pitches right there. Rung him up. 3-pitch strikeout for Abreu. By the way, the Astros have 12 hits this game, and that's exactly what I thought they would be able to get to. At least 12. Unfortunately, they've only converted 4 runs, so they've been stranding runners like crazy again. Here's the first pitch of the next batter, Taylor Ward. Swing and a miss. Another strike. 4 straight strikes for Abreu. Oh and 1 with 1 out. No runners on. Here's the pitch. Another strike. 89 on the inside corner. Man. Abreu with 5 straight strikes. Here comes the next pitch. That was not a bad pitch to throw. It was a ball outside, but it was a good attempt to try to get him to swing. He holds off, though. That's ball 1. Here comes the next pitch to Ward. 1-2 is the count. This one is fouled back. 98 miles an hour up in the zone. He was able to get a hold of it. That was a good pitch. I think maybe just a little too low, though. If he'd have put it just a couple inches higher, that would have been good. Count remains 1-2. Here comes the pitch. That one's bounced foul. 87 miles an hour low. That was a good pitch, just fouled off. I don't know how he got his bat on that one. One ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Brian Abreu dealing to Taylor Ward. Here comes the pitch. 98 miles an hour, just a little outside. Ball 2, that evens the count. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the 10th pitch from Abreu. This is grounded to the third side. Bregman snatches it and throws it over to first. Good long throw. Gets there for the out. Good catch by Bregman. That was a hard hit ball. Throw was almost a little too low, but Diaz able to stretch out and get it for the out. And that's out number 2. They're showing a little information. They're talking about the playoff picture. If things actually started today, Astros would be in a wild card with the Twins. Here comes the first pitch to the next batter, Nito, Zach Nito, inside for ball 1. He actually came off the field. He started coming off the field, was almost all the way to the dugout before he realized it wasn't 3 outs. He had to run back out. That was hilarious. Here comes the 1-0 pitch, right in there, 86 miles an hour, breaking ball for strike 1. The count is even. 99, low and away. Ball 2. They keep showing this lady who's dressed like Disney, but it's all Astros stuff. Pretty ridiculous. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss on the outside corner. Strike 2. Good pitch. It's kind of funny because it's kind of like low-level trolling. High-level, low-key, rather. High-level, low-key trolling. Dressed up like Disney in California, but it's all Astros gear. That's good. I like it. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Nito. Abreu delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And now that is really Nito. Look at this. Whiff. Another breeze all the way from California to here in Hiroshima. And that makes me feel nice and comfortable. So we are now through 8 innings. The Astros having scored 4 runs in 2 innings earlier in the second and third. That's all they put on the board. But so far it's been enough. Will it be enough through the 9th inning? The Astros do come up to bat here in just a moment. The leadoff guy is Yordan Alvarez. Alvarez is the only Astro in the lineup to not have a hit this game, guys. The only person to not have a hit in this game. Yordan Alvarez. Who would have guessed that? Altuve, Diaz, Tucker, Bregman, Pena, Caratini, Myers, Dubon, they all have hits. Dubon has 2. Caratini has 2. Pena has 2. Bregman has 2. Yordan doesn't have 1. What kind of world are we living in? What are the chances of that happening? Not very high. Anything going on in the chat? Let's see what's up. $36 people watching in. 23 likes. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It'd be nice to get to 30, but I don't think we have enough people to get to 30 likes. It still would be cool, though. 7 more. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, Mike, I agree. Let's go. Let's go, Stros. What's the poll looking like? Okay, so right now we're at 12 hits. The Astros are at 12 hits. They're only 3 away from getting 15. If they get 3 hits this inning, they're going to get to that 15 mark. But I was right on my call. I said they would be at 12 hits this game, at least. So currently I'm correct. For those of you who said 15 and were very hopeful about that, good on you. Let's hope they can get that this game. And Yordan needs one right here because he doesn't have one yet this game. First pitch is a little outside, 87 miles an hour, and that'll be ball 1. Hopefully they gives Yordan a pitch to hit. This is actually Brock Burke on the mound. There's been a pitching change for the Angels, a lefty. Yordan hits it to center field. That's all the way back. That might be gone. It's a leaping catch at the wall. Did he get it? No, he did not. It's a home run. It looked like it might have been a catch. Look how close this was. He tried so hard. That center fielder tried so hard. Yordan finally comes through with a hit this game, and it's a home run, probably about an inch over the glove of the center fielder who made a tremendous effort. But Yordan gets a line drive shot to center field, gives an insurance run to the Astros, gets his first hit of the game, 5-3 Astros. Man, I was just about to say the Angels bring in a left-hander against Yordan made no sense, and he drives it out the very second pitch. Yainer Diaz comes to the plate, and he's going to have himself a double. He hits it all the way out to the wall. Very first pitch. He books it to second. Look at this. Boom. Right out to left field, all the way to the wall. Just like that, the Astros have another runner on second base with no outs. Let's take another look at that home run to center field, because this was a line drive shot. I didn't even think that it was going to go that far. Off the bat, it didn't look like much. Oh, it was in his glove, guys. And it went in his glove, and when he hit the wall, it came out. Look at this. Went in the glove, he hit the wall, it came out. How sad is that? for the center fielder. Look at that. What a great effort. Man, wow, that's amazing. It's nice to see that happening for the Astros rather than against the Astros for a change. Good grief. Kevin, why do I keep saying Kevin? Maybe it's because Tucker hasn't been in the game in such a long time. And Kyle Tucker, ball one. There we go. That's what I wanted to say. He hits this one down the line to first base. They stumble over it rather. I can't get my words out suddenly. So there's a little bit of confusion over there, but they finally get it to the pitcher for the out. So Tucker's going to ground out, but he does advance Yiner over to third base. And I don't think I've updated the base pads. There's nobody on. Let me move Yiner over to third. One out, Yiner on third base. That brings up Alex Bregman. Man, it's 12:48 in the afternoon right now. I feel like it's still morning for me. Maybe it's because I slept like 11 hours. First pitch of Bregman is low and inside for ball one. 96 miles an hour, but off target. 1-0 is the count. One out, one ball, one runner on third. Brock Burke facing Bregman with a 6.41 ERA. He steps off the rubber for a second. Here's the next pitch rather, to Bregman. That one's way outside and high, ball two, and the catcher's going to take a timeout there and jog out to the mound to chat with Burke. That gives me an opportunity to try to change the picture on the screen. Burke's picture is still with the updated picture for Burke is a Rangers picture. Oh well, I don't care. I'll use it. I'm tired of searching for good pictures. I'll just use his Rangers picture. Why not? They're going to walk Bregman. They're going to intentionally put Bregman on first base and go to Pena. May not be a good decision. Runners on the corners with one out. I'm not sure what they're thinking there, guys. First pitch is a ball. High and outside. Ball one, 1-0. There we go. Ignore the fact that Brock Burke on the screen has a Rangers uniform on. There's an updated picture for him with the Angels uniform on. That's a swing and a miss by Pena for strike one. 1-1 is the count. Runners on the corners, and I need to update the base paths. I haven't done that yet. Bregman on first. Yonder Diaz on third. One out. So happy that Jordan was finally able to get a hit, and that it came as a home run is fitting. Every single Astro in the lineup now has a hit, at least one hit. Some of them 2 hits. 14 hits now for the Astros. Pena hits this one to right field. Is it going to be playable? Right fielder is hustling in there. He overruns it and then comes back. What a weird play. He overran it. Look at that. Diaz was not threatening. He should have threatened a throw there. It looks like Adams wasn't really paying attention too much. He could have at least threatened and forced a throw. Yeah, he didn't seem to be focused too much on Yiner. Yiner should have taken off, even if he didn't go. He should have taken off, man. Come on, that's not good baseball. First pitch to Caratini is going to be right on the edge of the plate for strike one. That was weird. As the green screen back there is going through some of the players. Did you see that? It's weird. 2 outs, runners on the corners. Caratini having a good day today with a couple of hits. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to him from Burke. Swing and a miss, 97. The Batman not able to get his bat on that pitch. Maybe he's giving Burke a false sense of security. He is the Batman. Come on, Caratini. Show us why you're the Batman. Get your third hit of the game. Multi-hit game. Come on. Drive in another run. Maybe 3 runs is fine with me. Here's the pitch to Caratini. Outside. Ball 2. Oh, ball 1, rather. I thought it was ball 2. I'm wrong. 1-2 is the count against the Batman, Victor Caratini. Astros just won away from that 15-hit game, guys. You might be right. Let's see. Here comes the pitch. High chopper to third or to shortstop, and he throws him out. So the Astros are not going to quite get to 15 hits. And that's the final out of the game. The only run comes on Jordan's home run. Astros strand 2 more runners. Once again, that's the kind of nonsense that I wish the Astros would stop doing, is stranding runners. 14 freaking hits, guys, and only 5 runs. Astros should have about 8 runs on the board right now, at least. If they had scored half of their stranded runners in scoring position, I think they would have at least 8 or 9 runs right now. Let's see what's going on in the Chizat. That's right. I said Chizat. 23 likes. 48 people watching. There's no reason for that. I got to have at least half as many likes. I got to have at least 24 likes with 48 people watching. Come on. Come on, guys. Altuve struggling against the Angels? No, he's not. Second double play I saw him get into. He's actually sore right now, in case you didn't know that. Altuve had a hit on the very first pitch of the game, a really hard hit. He got thrown out trying to stretch it into a double, but it was a great hit. And then he got a walk. He walked in a run with a really good at-bat, taking some pitches that were pretty close. That was a really good at-bat. And the next at-bat after that, he was grabbing at his side a little bit. He's a little bit sore, but he stayed in the game. So he's not struggling with the Angels at all. He's a little sore, but he's not having a bad game. Considering that he's sore, he's having a really good game. So I completely disagree with you about that. It seems that you're an Astros fan, but why would you be laughing at Altuve? You said, "Let's go Pena." Oh, that's a different guy. So, oh God, Rax, you're not an Astros fan, so forget you. If you're not an Astros fan, I don't know why you bother to be here chatting like that. Now, if for some reason you are an Astros fan and you're talking so badly about Altuve, you're a terrible fan. You're a terrible person to be saying bad things about Altuve. I need to clear the base paths. I forgot to do that. Josh Hader is now on the mound for the Astros. I'll go ahead and change his picture right quick. Very first pitch is a swing. Strike 1. There it is, Josh Hader's picture. His picture is a little bit different than the others. Here's the next pitch from Hader. That's a ball. 1-1 to Nolan Chanel. Here's the next pitch. A little outside for ball 2. Hader, definitely the overall hardest pitcher in the game so far, probably. Brian Abreu also pretty hard. But when Hader gets angry, he starts throwing really hard. 96 miles an hour, right in the zone for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chanuel, not Chanel, Chanuel is apparently the proper pronunciation of this guy's name. 2 balls and 2 strikes against Chanuel. Here comes a pitch from Hader. That one's hit down the line and foul. Astros up 5-3. Here in the bottom of the 9th, the Angels hopefully failing in this last attempt to come back. Astros holding a 2-run lead. with 2 balls and 2 strikes on Chanuel. That one's high and outside. Ball 3, full count. The crowd giving some weak cheers, hoping that something happens here. Unfortunately for them, it will be a strikeout. No, it's foul ball. We're going to have another 3-2 pitch. Just a moment. 96 miles an hour. Back into the crowd on that one. Yeah, Mike, I agree. Let's win this Astros. Let's win it. Here's the next pitch from Hader. This one's hit way up in the air to center field, left, right center. No, Pena actually went out there. He was way out there, but Myers comes in and gets it. Man, look at Pena booking it way out there. He's like jogging out there, and he's like, oh, no. Myers calls him off. Good. Out number 1. Pena has so much range because of his speed. I mean, heck, he was jogging at the end there, but he was already over there from shortstop. 14 hits for the Astros, 3 for the Angels, 5-3. The Astros lead with 1 out here in the bottom of the 9th. Josh Hader facing Charles LeBlanc now. A little on the outside corner, but in there just enough for a called strike. Difficult pitch to be hitting. 0-1 is the count. Here's the next pitch from Hader. LeBlanc swings and misses. 96 up in the zone. 0-2 is the count. Hader's heater. Here comes the next pitch. Swing and a miss. 85 miles an hour off-speed pitch, low and inside. Fooled him and got him swinging. Nothing but air. And LeBlanc gives me a little LeBreeze to enjoy all the way over here in Japan. Little meeting on the mound right now with the infield. Astros out on the mound having a little chit-chat with Hader. Logan O'Hop coming to the plate. That's interesting. It's almost 9 o'clock. It's almost 9 o'clock in Los Angeles, or Anaheim, I guess you could say. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon here in Japan. First pitch to O'Hop is 96 miles an hour, right in there for strike 1. O'Hop batting for Dice. Swing and a miss. 96 on the inside corner. Good pitch by Hader. One more strike, and that will be it for this game. No runners on, 2 outs. Bottom of the 9th, 0-2. Here comes the next pitch from Hader. He gets the strikeout, 96 just above the zone. Swing and a miss. Out number 3. 3 straight pitches for the strikeout against the pinch hitter. That's going to be it. So Yordan Alvarez is able to get the extra little hit to give the insurance run to the Astros, but thankfully they didn't need it. But every single Astro in this game got a hit today. Astros win 5-3 with 14 hits and 1 error. The Angels, 3 hits, 3 runs, no errors. Another win for the Astros, and the first win of this 3-game series. Let me give you guys a really quick recap of this game. I think I can use my glasses for this. I'm going to have to put it on my smaller screen, but I can use my glasses to make it a little easier as I give you this update, or this, I guess you could call it a game recap. Where's the summary? There's the game cast right there. 5-3, as you can see. This is the Hiroshima Carp baseball team advertisement that popped up. They're going to be playing the Bay Stars, the Yokohama team. This is my local team, the Hiroshima Carp, professional Japanese team. Here is a scoring summary. Let me double check it on my software screen to make sure it's in the right spot. And it is. Excellent. Good. Here's the scoring summary, guys, for today's game. In the top of the second, Altuve walked with bases loaded, scoring Caratini, 1-0 Astros. Alvarez hit a sacrifice fly after that, scoring Myers, 2-0 Astros. In the top of the third, Bregman homered to left field, a 378-foot line drive shot, scoring Tucker. 2 more runs, Astros up 4-0. In the bottom of the third, the Angels did start putting some runs on the board. Nito grounded out the second, scoring Adams, 4-1 Astros. Shanuel singled to left, scoring Lopez on an error. Shanuel was safe at second on another throwing error by Dubon, 4-2 Astros. In the bottom of the third, Moniak, I think it's Mike Moniak, homered to right center off Kikuchi, bringing the Angels within 1 run, 4-3 Astros. After that, there were no more runs scored by the Angels. The pitchers just locked them down. Alvarez had a solo home run that literally went in the glove of the center fielder, and when he hit the wall, it fell out of his glove. So another home run for Alvarez, his first hit of the game, 5-3 Astros, and that's where the score would end up, 5-3. And that was not only the first hit of the game for Alvarez, but I think that's his 33rd home run of the year. But the funny thing is that all of the Astros in the lineup today had at least 1 hit. Alvarez didn't have any until that home run in the 9th. It's very funny. But the Astros do pull out the win, 5-3. It was looking good early in the game. It got kind of ugly. It got kind of ugly later in the game with the Astros just stranding runners like crazy, and it looked like they might give in. But thankfully, Kikuchi went on lockdown mode. He didn't give up any more runs after the 3rd and 4th inning, and the relievers came in. Brian Abreu came in the 8th and did a good job. Hader came in, did a good job in the 9th, giving up only 3 runs the entire game, as you see here, and just 3 runs. So, but the Astros ratio here, if you can see that, 5 runs on 14 hits. They stranded so many runners, especially in scoring position on 3rd and 2nd base. This should be much higher. This game should have been like 8 or 9-3, not 5-3. And with a little bit of bad luck, this score could have easily been just 1. Could have been like 8-1 or 9-1 this game. It really could have. But luckily, the Astros, despite some bad luck and leaving runners on, they still come out with a win, which with a team like the Angels, they should. They should sweep this series and be at 81 wins. Tomorrow's game, let's take a look at tomorrow's game, what's coming up. As you can see from me, if you look over here, this is my local time, 10:38 tomorrow morning, because I'm in Hiroshima, Japan. So the game for me starts at the same time tomorrow. I'll be doing this game. And even though the game starts much earlier for me on Monday, it is a holiday here in Japan, so I'll be here for that game also. So I hope you can join tomorrow, and if possible, on Monday as well. You can listen in or follow along on YouTube. And who's on the mound for the Astros? Scheduled to be Justin Verlander. So Verlander will be on the mound. He's looking for his first win since he's been back with the Astros. His ERA has gone up to 5.3. He had a terrible outing his last. He hasn't had any good outings, but his last outing was really bad. And he's just been giving up an ungodly amount of hits. And hopefully he can show some life in this next game. I hope the Astros keep him on a short leash for Game 2, because we really need to get as many wins as we can right now. And can't be allowing any pitcher, regardless of who they are, to be threatening the Astros' chances at more wins. I don't care who it is. I appreciate Verlander and his Hall of Fame career, but right now he's basically not even half as good as he used to be. And even though there was a noticeable drop-off from his pitches last year and his speed, this year has been even worse. So hopefully, if he could get through 5 innings and not give up more than 2 runs and then get into the bullpen, it's okay. But can that happen?
Don't know. We'll see. He's going to be facing Tyler Anderson, who's 10-12 with a 3.5 ERA. He's very hittable, but if you take a look at his stats, if you add the hits and the walks, basically 140 hits and almost 70 walks, he's allowing runners to get on base. So there's no reason to think that the Astros can't get on base, and also a lot of home runs here. So I think in overall, I think it bodes well as long as Verlander can just keep somehow the Angels from getting runs. I don't know if it's going to happen, but we'll see. Also, we'll see how Altuve's feeling tomorrow. I hope he's feeling better and back in the game. Now for a quick update on the Rangers-Mariners game. This game matters very much because even though I can't stand the Rangers, and I'm sure that you Astros fans out there can't stand them either, we definitely want them to be beating the Mariners. The Mariners are within, 5 games right now, I think, of the Astros. And if they lose this game, which they're on the verge of, it's the top of the 7th, and it's 3-0, then it'll be like a 5.5 game lead for the Astros, I think. And that's what we're going to take a look at next, is the standings, just so we can see. Wait for that stupid advertisement to load. All right, here we go. So here is the standing. Here are the standings, rather, for the Astros. Currently, as you can see right here, they are 5 games up over the Mariners. So with a loss today, the Mariners will fall 5.5 games back from the Astros. This is extremely good at this point in the season. So the Rangers seeking really hard to catch the Mariners. There's no chance for them to catch the Astros, but there is a chance for them to catch the Mariners, and since they're facing them head-to-head right now, these games matter a lot to the Rangers. So they're going to be playing really hard, I think. And it's just harder for the Mariners to close the gap with the Astros since they're facing the Mariners, since they're facing the Rangers right now. So this is good for the Astros. And that's pretty much it for today. So the final thing that I'll do is check in with you guys in the live chat to see, whoops, wrong screen. There we go. See what's going on. Let me take these reading glasses off. The last thing I wanted to do is share this letter with you guys. For those of you who stuck around until now, I think that you're my subscribers and you're really interested in what's going on. You probably know that I have a really difficult health issue. Over 2 years ago, I was diagnosed with cancer. It's on my kidney. When I look back now, I saw a lot of the warning signs many years ago, even while I was still living in China. As many as 7 years ago, I was dealing with symptoms, but I didn't know that these were symptoms of cancer. I started having a problem with edema. Whenever I would take my socks off, there would be indentions on my leg where the sock was. I didn't think too much about it. At the time, I didn't get checked or anything. And I started having other issues, and it slowly got to a point where just suddenly one day, a lot of things happened within the span of literally like 10 days. I noticed when I was walking, I was running out of breath. I was struggling to get oxygen, and it was really difficult for me. Didn't know what was going on, and I went to the school. Here in Japan, a lot of the schools are way up high. I think it's for safety reasons. If there's like a flood or something like that, the school is a safe place for people to go. If there's any kind of like typhoon or flood or tsunami or anything like that, you go to high ground. And a lot of the schools are designated as safety zones that you go during emergencies. And so to get up there, if you're not able to drive, you have to walk up there. There's no way to take a bus, and you can't ride your bike up that hill. It's a small mountain. It's like a small mountain. So it's a long walk, and I just couldn't make that walk. It just became too difficult for me. And I knew that I was having a health issue, but then while I was at the school one day, I suddenly felt really weird, like I had to go to the toilet, but it didn't feel like I normally feel. And when I went, a lot of blood came out, and I knew that I needed to go to see the doctor, of course. They found out that I had a big tumor on my kidney, and it had just started causing massive problems with my urinary system and the veins running down through my body. and it was just too big for them to take out. So I've been dealing with it for the past couple of years, and I'm taking medicine now to try to help stall the growth and hopefully shrink it enough to where I can have surgery, and that's what I'm trying to hopefully do. But my old youth minister, which is kind of funny, I'm 49 years old, but when I was very young, a teenager in school, I was going to a church regularly. I was very involved with the visitation group, the youth visitation. We'd go out to visit people, elderly people and others who couldn't really go out, and or people who were sick and staying at home, and even nursing homes and stuff. We'd visit all of our members and people that needed our help. It was a really fun time, and after we were done with that, we'd be finished with that usually by lunch. We'd do all that in the morning, and then by lunch we'd all go and do something together. Like we'd either go eat and play at the church, or sometimes we'd go to Pizza Hut. That was my favorite, to go to Pizza Hut, play arcade games, and have fun together, and do the all-you-can-eat buffet. That was awesome. Good memories. One of the only, and I'm not kidding, one of the only good memories that I can recall from that time in my life, one of the only happy memories. And I've stayed in touch with my youth minister through Facebook. He messaged me a couple of weeks ago, and he said that the church was praying for me and that they wanted to send me a letter. And I just got that in the mail yesterday here in Japan. So from Louisiana to Hiroshima, they sent me a letter, and I want to share that with you guys today, just because. It's from Ford Park Baptist Church in Louisiana. It says, "Dear Brandon, we lifted you up in prayer this morning during our weekly staff meeting. We pray for God's blessing, healing power, strength, courage, peace that passes all understanding, and comfort. Hope is a beautiful thing, a beautiful gift from God. When we struggle with health issues, either our own or a loved one, hope helps us to persevere beyond the pain. Christian hope points us to the eternal blessings of God. Brandon, we do care for your physical and spiritual health." They leave a verse here, 1 Peter 1:8-9. "You love him even though you have never seen him. Though you do not see him now, you trust him, and you rejoice with a glorious, inexpressible joy. The reward for trusting him will be the salvation of your souls." And James 1:2-4 says, "My brethren, count it all joy that when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. But let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing." Man, if I am going through trials, I definitely am going through trials, but the only reason I keep hanging on, well, there are two reasons, not the only reason, but one of the main reasons I keep hanging on is because I think there must be a reason. There has to be a reason for everything. There is. That's one of the reasons I keep hanging on. The other is to not let my friends down. Next one says, "Therefore, through him, let us continually offer up to God a sacrifice of praise, that is the fruit of lips that confess his name. May God's blessings and presence surround you." From your family at Ford Park Baptist Church, Brother John, who is my former youth minister, Brother Marvin, who I guess is the pastor, and Tina DeYoung. I don't know who Tina DeYoung is, but I guess she is a secretary or assistant there. But Brother John Newman is my former pastor. He is the associate pastor of this church, and apparently Brother Marvin is the pastor. So I just want to say a special thanks to Ford Park Baptist Church in Shreveport, Louisiana, for sending this all the way, for praying for me at your church, and your blessings, your good thoughts and support, and for the Bible verses. And for those of you who don't know, I would like to share this. Just receiving this, this letter in the mail from this church in Louisiana, this is more than my family has ever done for me since I've been sick. So I've been living in Asia now for over 11 and a half years, with 7 years almost in China and the rest here in Japan. And I've been dealing with cancer now for over 2 years. And I have a daughter who's going to be 24 years old in 2 months. And my dad is still alive. I have an older brother and a younger sister. And this right here is more than any of those people have ever done for me. Even my own daughter. My own daughter turned against me when I was in the hospital, or right before I went to the hospital. Found out she had done a lot of lies. She had said a lot of lies about me, and she actually made some videos on YouTube. I won't get into all that, but I just told her I needed her to apologize. Dealing with cancer is difficult, and it really puts you in a bad frame of mind sometimes. Sometimes you just want to end it. Sometimes you want to give up. You don't want to keep fighting. It's difficult. And when you're by yourself, I'm not married. I don't have a relationship with anybody. My close friends aren't around. I'm working really hard trying to study. And when my own daughter was lying about me and putting YouTube videos to slander me, my own daughter, my only child, was following after her mother and listening to her mother's lies. I really felt upset about that. But all I wanted from her was to apologize for the lying and take the video down, and then we could continue to have a relationship. And she ignored it like I didn't say anything. So I had to stop talking to her. I went into the hospital shortly after that for 2 months with a blood clot in my leg, and the doctor was scared to let me go. So while I was in the hospital, I didn't want to contact my family because they always just verbally abuse me. But I'm in Japan, so the doctors here and the people here, they don't quite understand not contacting your family when you're in a life or death situation. My hemoglobin count was down to almost 5. And for those of you who don't know this, basically the oxygen in your blood, if it drops below 5, you can have organ failure. There's a high chance of organ failure. I couldn't walk. I couldn't even bathe myself. Think about that. At the time, I was 48, and I was in such bad condition. They had to put me in a wheelchair and take me to the bathroom and bathe me. I couldn't even do that by myself. Think about how terrible that was. I was in such terrible condition. Exactly 1 year ago is when I went in the hospital, by the way. Exactly 1 year ago, right now. That's why I'm sharing this with you today. It's because it's a 1 year anniversary from me almost dying for the second time in my life, but this time from cancer. And I get this from my old associate pastor and youth minister. And this is more than I get from my own family. If it weren't for friends and some very important leaders and educators in my life, just here and there, they've been peppered throughout my life. If not for them, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be able to do these games for you guys. I wouldn't be able to study Japanese. I wouldn't be able to be in Japan. I wouldn't be able to do anything. I know I wouldn't be here. I would have given up if not for my friends and people like you who support what I'm doing. I started this channel as kind of an experiment to see if it would actually grow. It seems to be growing. I don't know what's going to happen with my health. The doctor doesn't seem too hopeful, but I do hope that through hope, positivity, support, and prayers like this, that I can continue to get better and actually overcome this. I hope so, because I want to stick around. There are a lot of things that I want to do with my life, and I hope I can continue to be here to do the games and hopefully beyond school start making some films, which is my dream. But I just want to share that with you guys and say thank you so much for supporting the channel. Thank you for all your likes. Thank you for your subscriptions and all of the kind remarks. I appreciate your positive thoughts, positive energy, positive comments, prayers, anything that's positive. I appreciate all of it. And I think that's pretty much it for this live stream today. Thank you for being here on this special occasion. The Astros won. And I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow for game 2. Cesar Rio said, enjoyed watching the Stros versus Angels games with y'all. Till next time, Astros people, good game. Yes, good game. Casey Jones, cheers to you too. And Mike, thank you for being here. That's all for now. Love you guys, and go Stros. See you.